a lot of people can see you. So, but in 2 minutes, I'll mute everybody. But while we're doing that, then if you get logged out, you can go to YouTube. Get logged out, you can go to YouTube. Maybe I should go to YouTube and see. But I have my team members, they'll be in this chat. Then my team members, wow. I just got a news from one of my students now. Imagine, I just got the news from one of my students now. Wow, freelancing, that I taught him freelancing. Working for Google. Wow. That's a big wow. Wow. See, I've never even started testimonials as entry. Wow. Wow. Wow, this is big. Okay, let me not get moved.
Mr. Benga, good evening, sir.
Good evening, Williams. I replied you. It's been a long time. Okay, so it's almost time. And when it's time, I'll mute everybody. And you won't be able to unmute yourself so that we can go straight to the session. Like I said, it's going to be 2 hours. And if you get logged out or internet kick you out, by the time this place is full, Zoom can only take 100 people. By the time this place is full and you cannot enter back, you can try to log back in, but if you cannot enter back, go to YouTube. There's a reason I don't buy. Normally, I used to buy extra participants for Zoom session. But the last one I did, where 800 people registered, I bought 500 participants. Less than 100 people came for the session. Since that time, I don't buy Zoom participant for free class. You cannot, if you don't join the Zoom, if you cannot be in the Zoom class, okay, it's already 6 o'clock. So I like to keep the time. So like I've said to you guys, it's going to be a 2-hour session. So prepare your mind. I'll try to ensure that in these 2 hours, you can all okay. I can in this 2 hours, I can see that YouTube people are already on YouTube too. You can see me on YouTube. So we're going to start right ahead. Let's just go straight to the point. I'll be editing the YouTube video because we made a lot of things at the beginning that is not needed. So I'll make sure that we just start straight away. So it's 6 o'clock already. Welcome everybody. So let's go straight to business. Why is this not sure? Okay. I mean. So while I'm trying to solve what I want to solve, please, can you drop in the chat on YouTube? Can you drop in the chat here your expectation for this session? Can you drop in the chat your expectation for this session? What you expect to learn at the end of this session? 1 minute in, imagine. So let me see it in the chat. My team members will be attending to. If you need anything, drop it in the chat. If you need anything on YouTube, drop it. My team members are there. Oh, 100, we're already full. Yeah. So like I said, if you get dropped out, get logged out, please go to YouTube. Yeah. So let's just go straight to the point. This is the 2-hour session, so let's ensure that we go straight to the point ASAP. Okay. It's recorded live, but let me still record it. All right. So good evening, everybody, and welcome to today's session where I'll be talking about earning more, stressing less. I'll be giving you proven strategies to help you attract premium clients, add what you are worth, and enjoy freelancing freedom. My name is Benga Debi. For those who don't know me, some of you know me as Proud Teacher. So, yeah, it's good to be here. It's good to share my tips with you. And now this is me. Yeah. So my profile, for those of you that are meeting me for the first time, this is who I am. Let me tell you about myself. My name is Benga Debi. Like I started with. My name is Benga Debi, and I've been in this game for more than 10 years now. And in the freelancing game, in the remote workspace game, I've trained and empowered more than 100,000 people. It's looking like big numbers, but it was just the pandemic kind of made this number a lot, because in the pandemic, I was doing a lot of classes for free. People were in lockdowns, and my students have made a lot of money. Like my students, they've even made money. This is just figures from my own self. Let's just leave it like that. I like to talk about online work. I like to talk about digital skills. I created Work With Hours Academy. You see that's the name of this YouTube, this Zoom session. And I also created my Freelance HQ to just put tips out there. Now, when I started this journey, my mission is to create 1,000 youth that earn at least $100,000 annually. Now, when I created this profile, I had not done this before. But as I speak with you, I can categorically tell you that I have a lot of students that are doing this figure annually, and I will show you some of them. And what my passion is to create opportunity and empowerment for youth. I'm proud to tell you that I'm one of the people, not only me, there's a lot of people, but I can tell you that I'm one of the people that championed remote work, freelancing in Nigeria as a whole. So yes, I'm proud to tell you that. Now, so why should you listen to me? Now, if you are meeting me for the first time, you're a stranger, you're just meeting me and you're just saying, okay, let me just listen to this guy. So why should you listen to me? These are some of my student testimonials. Now, I'm warning you at the beginning. I'll be showing you figures, not to scare you or not to show you or not to put you off. I'm showing you these figures to show you what is possible so that you can, if they can do it, you too, you can do it. That's why I'm showing you these figures. So the figures are not here to scare you, please. Don't be scared. Now, another reason why you should listen to me is this. There was a time I used to change this figure or this thing here. Now, for those of you who are in the third world countries, I know a lot of people are listening to me from different parts of the world, but majority of you are from Nigeria and Africa. Now, if you are listening to me from Africa, you should understand that when you are earning in a first world currency, it's easy for you and it helps you to structure yourself. It helps you to, it creates, the English I'll use for it is shock absorber. So it gives you a shock absorber. When you are earning in foreign currency, no matter what's happening to your own third world currency, you are better and you are better off. Now, this class will be in 3 parts. We want to ACE it, so ACE. First of all, I'll go through the fundamentals of freelancing and remote work. We'll do practicals. Then I will explain 3 things. ACE, how to attract premium clients, how to charge what you are worth, and how to enjoy freelancing freedom. In between, we'll have a short 5-minute break so that you can stretch your leg in between. So 1 hour, 5-minute break, 55 minutes. In 2 hours, we should be done. I want you to pay attention. Like I said, when I was creating this slide, when I created 104 slides, and you will see it, you will see the figure. When I created 104 slides, I was asking myself, how many people would listen to 104 slides without losing attention? But if you want something valuable, I beg you to listen. Now, some of you here know what I charge for my services because I know what I bring to the table. And some of you here know that there's value in what I'm going to be telling you. If you are not interested in getting this value, there's no problem. I'm not, at the time, there was a time where I used to be forcing people to learn, forcing people to earn. At this point, I don't do that anymore because I deal with a lot of people. So if it's only serious people that want to talk to me, let me just talk with the serious people and let the unserious people go and do any other thing they want to do. Freelancing, remote work, online work is not for everybody. Some people will offline work and they will succeed. It's not a problem. And which is one of the things I'll be teaching you when it comes to attracting premium clients. You are not for everybody. And if there's one thing you will take from this session, understand that you are not for everybody. When you know that you are not for everybody, you will not be wasting your time with low peanut clients that would waste your time and frustrate your life. So let's just move ahead. I've wasted enough time on this slide alone. Now, I like to use one of my student testimonials to share stories. I'll be sharing a lot of stories. I'll be very fast because, as I said, this is a 4-hour session that I'm compressing to 2 hours. And you would see why it is going to, like, in that 2 hours, you'll be like, oh, this is a lot. Now, I like to start with some of my students. Let me run through this story fast. This is Peter, one of my best students. Peter started as a virtual assistant. And there's a reason I'm going to mention virtual assistant is because I was speaking with some of my students this week, and I told them that when I started freelancing and when I started teaching freelancing, there's a way I used to look at VAs. There used to be like VA people are just, they are at the lower of the end of the pyramid. Now I don't do that anymore. If you can separate yourself from the crowd, you can do well as a VA. Yes, there's a lot of VAs out there. Yes. But you have to find a way to separate yourself from the crowd. That's just by the way. Peter is my student, started as a VA, earned his first 1K as a VA, evolved. He earned 100K as a VA. Then he celebrated earning 200K as he changed his career path. He's one of these Upwork clients that gave him a VA job that changed his career path. Like I said, I don't have time, so I'll just be very, very brief with some things. One of his Upwork clients changed his career path, but it was VA that changed his career path. Now he earned his first 200K as a VA and as his skill set. Now he's at 300K. This is not his recent one. Recently, he's at 400K. He's at 400K. Now, I'm showing you this testimonial because I want you to look at his location here. Harcourt, Nigeria. A lot of people used to think that it's because I'm in Nigeria, that's why I'm not succeeding online. No, that's a lie. One of my students from Port Harcourt, Nigeria, who has earned over 400K. This particular picture is not recent. I don't have time to go and look for the recent one. He has money more than 400K, close to 500K as a freelancer. I have, okay, this is Peter, this is 2 years ago. Is it 2 years or 3 years ago? This is 2 years ago plus, when he earned this 120K in a year. This is last year. No, is it last year or the one where the Upwork used to do this wrapped figure? This was 2023 ending. He earned about 120 something. Last year, he earned 140K plus thereabout. And this is just someone has been able to change his life and his family's life. It can be you this year. And I'm going to show you how. And I'm not asking you for a dime, so it's not that I'm selling you anything. Now, also have another student I like to talk about very much. Chinedu started his career path, and one of the things Chinedu got is that Chinedu got people that have invited him to come abroad just from meeting clients on freelancing platforms. As you can see, the client wants him to come over and they're ready to, it's going to be all expense paid. I also have people like Marvelous. Marvelous is a lady, and met Marvelous, in September 2023. Is it 2023 or 2022? No, 2022. I met Marvelous September 2022. Yeah, not 2023. So I met Marvelous in September, and this was someone that was struggling, peanut earning, and the next year she was able to do this. So Marvelous had done less than at least she earned around 4K in 15 months, and as you can see, she did 40K. This figure was not giving the full figure. She did about 40K a year after, just from meeting me, because I was able to point out a lot of things out for her. I also have another student I would like to talk about, and this is one very interesting story. Sam is one of the best students I've also ever had. And when Sam met me, he just sent me a message on Twitter, and I was even sleeping when he sent me the message, and I told him just get my program, and he obeyed. That's one of the things I liked about what he did. He obeyed, and that same year, Sam earned $30,000. Like, in the space of 1 year, someone that came to me in January, this is how I'm putting the timeline, met me in January, and the same year he was able to make $30,000. Then Sam sent me a message 2 days ago. Is it 2 or 3 days ago now? And he sent this message to me. This is a recent message. Sent me 3 days ago, because he has been AWOL. I didn't see him for like a year and a half. And he told me that all the money he made from freelancing, he's been able to go to New Zealand, he's studying his master's, and I'm so happy to hear from him. Like, I was just so excited to hear from him. And this is something, and the reason I'm showing you this is about life changing. I don't know what you want. I don't want to know what your goal is. Maybe to spend time with your family, to do a lot of stuff. But no matter what your goal is, it means that with this thing I'm going to show you, you can also change your life. Now, I also have another student. This is one of my best students. This is the first, I'll call him my first super student. I used to call him my first super student. And he's from Ile-Ife, Nigeria, as you can see. And he's been able to, these are some of the jobs he got from different clients. I imagine someone doing this, earning this figure from one person. One client paid him this. One client paid him this. And, he's been able to earn 100K from Ile-Ife, Nigeria. This is his. Like, I like to put this arrow here. So people tell me that, it's because I'm from Nigeria, I'm struggling. No, that's a lie. It's because you're not doing it well. I'm going to show you how to do it well today. Now, part one. See, I'm rushing through fast. Fundamentals of freelancing. We'll go through some theory and some practicals. So I'll do theory, practical. I'll run through everything. 2 hours, we are done. So right now, we should be done with this theory by 7:30, because by 7:30, I'm telling my own time. By 6:30, we should be done with this theory. So by 7 o'clock, we should go into a break. Now, let me just tell you what fundamentals. A lot of you have met different people that have told you 1 or 2 things about freelancing or remote work. Some people will tell you the right thing. Some people will tell you the wrong thing. I'll just tell you the simple thing. Remote work is simple. And a lot of people understood what remote work was during the pandemic, when you had to work from home. And that's just the definition of remote work. Now, a freelancer is someone who does not have to commit to a single employer. So you don't need to commit to a single employer. You work independently, and you work for several people, several clients, depending on what you want. There's freedom parts to it. There's also the part where some people say, it's not free, but I will talk about that. Now, you can do this full-time or part-time. Let me explain this. And this is one of the mistakes some people used to make. You can do this full-time or part-time. So it does not have to be full-time. Now, I have a 17-job testimonial from one of my students who got 17 jobs in a month, and she works 2 different jobs. Like, she works 2 different offline jobs. Remote work is just one of our extras also. Now, and your digital skills will set you apart. I'll tell you what digital skills are. I'll tell you how to get them. I'll tell you how to, work in this. Now, there's a lot of remote work or remote jobs platforms out there. So there's freelancer and remote jobs. You can use this intermittently. A freelancer, there are freelancing platforms. Remote job is just like an umbrella for everything. So when I use freelance, when I say freelancing, when I say remote work, remote jobs, I'm saying the same thing in different ways. Now, these are some of the platforms. There's a lot of them. So some of these platforms, you know what they are. In the practical session, I'll show you. So these are some of the platforms here. You can go to these platforms and earn. The mistake a lot of you make is that you think that, you learn. Let me tell you one of the mistakes people make. You took your time to learn what you are doing. So you took your time to learn. I don't know what you do today. Maybe you're a banker or you're a lawyer. You went to school for 4, 5, 6 years. I don't know the school you went to learn to become a banker or a lawyer. But you think that the day you sign up, the day you become a freelancer is the day you should start making money as a freelancer. And you now struggle and you now say this thing does not work. That's a lie. You need to learn how to use these platforms. If you don't know how to use these platforms, you will struggle. And this is why I'm showing you what I'm showing you, so that you don't struggle. Now, if you look at this landscape here, freelancing is bigger than Upwork and Fiverr. Upwork and Fiverr is just like two. You can see how big this is. There's a whole lot of platforms where you can get IT, translation, marketing, e-commerce, media, business. I know graphic designers that get jobs from Behance and Dribble. We'll talk about it later. So you can get a lot of things from these platforms. I know people that use Craigslist get jobs. I know people that do that. I know people that use Freelancer. Even though I have some things against the platform, I know people that have gotten jobs from people per hour. The practical session, I'll show you some of these platforms. Now, so what are the strategies for success? There are 4 fundamentals I like to teach. And immediately after these 4 fundamentals, we go into the first practical so that we can come into I complete my theoretical part. I like to teach 4 fundamentals. And no matter the platform here, you just need to get these fundamentals right. Now, these things can interchange depending on the platform you are using. But the 4 fundamentals remain the same. It took me a while to understand that these 4 fundamentals, if you can understand them, some platforms, it will not be profile, it can be gigs, or it will not be proposals, it will be gigs. Some platforms are remote job platform, meaning that it might not, they don't have profiles, but you need to submit your resume. It's still the same thing. The same rule, but the same fundamentals, but different rule peculiar to the platform. Now, the 4 fundamentals are your niche. A lot of people come to me every time and they say, I want to become a freelancer, or I want to be making money online. Some of them might not even use the word freelancer. I want to be making money online. What do? I used to tell them, first, you need a skill. If you don't have a skill, nobody will pay you online. So this is the first thing you need, a skill that pays. Now, there are high income skills and there are skills. This is why, remember when I told you that I used to, there's a way I used to look at VAs before, but I've realized that a lot of my VA students have evolved and they've, separated themselves from the crowd. So I like VAs now, the ones that are not like everybody. Because the thing about VAs is that demand and supply. So there's a lot of supply of VAs and the demand sometimes don't match the supply. So that's why you'll be a VA and you'll be struggling, but you might need to add some supporting skills. I'm not going to go in depth, but I'll just quickly just run through some things. Now, you just need a skill. And what are skills? Skills are things that, for example, writing is a skill. Data analytics is a skill. Digital marketing is a skill. Graphic design is a skill. Product design is a skill. Nowadays, AI prompt person is a skill. There's a lot of AI jobs out there, and I'm going to show you, maybe if I'm able to show you some of the practical I'm going to show you, you would see how people are demanding for AI stuffs. It's just the way it is. You follow the times and seasons. So you're hired based on the skills you have, and you need a skill that is valuable. There's a lot of places where you can learn these skills for free. I know a lot of you like freebies, but some of you pay for things. No problem. If you pay for things, you can get payment stuffs on these platforms. And if you like freebies, you can also get freebies on this platform. So you don't have an excuse. YouTube is a university of universities. Anything you want to learn, you can go to platforms like Simply Learn, you can go Edureka, Free Code Camp, especially if you want to learn tech skills, and you get full classes for free. You see 10 hours classes, 20 hours, 30 hours classes, and they are all free. These are foundations that people pay, like for Free Code Camp, for example, is a non-profit foundation. I know that, and I used to support the guy. I follow him on Twitter. We talk once in a while, and I used to celebrate his milestones. This guy is a big boy and, does stuff. He's a coder, and he just created a platform for other people that want to learn maybe it's data analytics you want to learn, or it's coding, front end, back end, you go to you can learn these things for free. There are also platforms that do free stuffs or free scholarship. I know sometimes Hot School, I'm not advertising them here, but I'm telling you because they are doing free stuffs. They have some scholarship you can go and apply for. Tech for Dev, I will apply advertise because I'm a partner of Tech for Dev. I'm the one handling their freelancing class. Tech for Dev is currently, if you're a lady, Tech for Dev is currently running scholarship for ladies who want to learn core things, core tech skills. Like some tech skill, they have like 4 or 5 core. We'll Google it online and we'll share it. But if you're a lady and you want to learn, go and apply for the Tech for Dev scholarship. There's a lot of applications, but even at least they still accept a lot of people. So go and apply for it. It is free. So don't, if you say you don't have money, it's good, it's normal. There's no problem. Nothing says it's the end of the world for you. But there are a lot of free things you can use to start your career. When you start earning stipends, you can use that to now start paying for maybe coaching or courses to improve yourself if you want to. But you can start with what you have. YouTube is free. Coursera has a lot of financial support programs. They will not show you well. They used to hide it in small fonts, but they have to do it. Like if you want to learn a lot of courses, you look for the financial support and submit a very good financial support application. They will give you the course for free. They give me like 3, 4 courses for free, even though I've not learned all of them finish. I'm not at the time. But even someone like me, now for someone like me, I don't even need the free course because I can pay for my course. But sometimes I like to try it so that when my student complain to me that it's not working, I can tell them that this is how I did it and I got the scholarship. I got like 2 scholarships end of last year from Google programs. Google, a lot of Google Coursera courses that are full with full certification. They are all free. At least the scholarship was free for me. So I'm not paid any dime. So class, like all these platforms, you can use them to learn your skills. And I also have access to some free resources I share out there that can help you to learn anything you want to learn and you start earning. The next thing is your profile. Oh God, working on time. The next thing is your profile. You need a good profile. And for example, using Upwork as a case study now, before I talk about it, your profile or your resume speaks for you in your absence. A lot of mistake I see people make is that you put things on your profile that will need you to defend. Like I'm a client, I get to your profile, I'm asking some questions, and you're now, maybe I'm speaking with you now, you're not be able to say, no, that one, I did it 5 years ago. There's something recent I've done. That is not on your profile. Nobody, see, your profile is speaking for you in your absence. Your resume is speaking for you in your absence. So why are you now hiding things? Put all the things, I'll show you some sample profiles. Put all the things in your profile. Now, this is an example of an Upwork overview. Now, Upwork is not the only platform, but I like to use Upwork as my case study. Now, for example, on your Upwork overview, you should have things about you, your experience, your skills, expertise, your closing, and why you. Like, this is just an example of what profile looks like on Upwork. But I'll show you. Now, when you have a good niche and you submit good proposals, people will check your profile. Now, when they get to your profile and your profile is not convincing enough, a client can leave you and go to someone else. So you don't want that. Now, the next thing, I say a lot of people struggle with this. They have good profiles, but they don't know how to apply for jobs. Now, whether it's Upwork or other platforms, I'm going to show you in the practical session. You need to apply. If you apply for the wrong jobs, and I'm going to show you some examples on Upwork, for example, and I'll show you on even some remote jobs platform. If you apply for the wrong job, you are wasting your time. There are some things you need to check to know if this client is right for me or if this job is right for me. So I see some people, you say you have applied for 10 jobs, but you applied for 10 wrong jobs, and you're not saying that this thing does not work or it's like this is not for you. No. You need to understand who your ideal client is. You need to understand what client details is. These are the things that you use to attract quality. We'll talk about that later. But these are the things you need to know when you're searching for jobs. And the final thing is the proposal you submit. I see a lot of people, they just don't know how to submit proposals. And I even saw some people, they know how to submit proposals, but they want to use the proposal of, they think the term proposal, in the freelancing landscape, what proposal it means is different from what it means outside freelancing. So in the freelancing landscape, I've seen someone who joined freelancing and they are sending proposals that is like a long story that a client will not read. Now, if you're applying for jobs, you need to understand how to submit proposals. There are some templates. So for example, things that you should not forget in your proposals includes your hook, why you, your understanding of the pain points and closing. This is something I wrote a long time ago. I remember Sam created the proposal, and I love that proposal that I dissected this proposal. I've had more than 20 to 30 people that have used this same template. Now, this particular template, I have over in my proposal template, I have about 50. Is it 50 or 60 proposal template? 30, 25. I have about 60 proposal templates. So this is one of 60. But I have more than 30 people that I know of, not people that did not tell me, that I know of, that have copied this same template, and they've all gotten jobs with it. Now, what this proves is that you don't even need to do anything from scratch. This template is even free. I have a free resources that I've shared. This template is free. You can see it there. Now, all you need to do is to just insert. And let me show you an example of people that are inserted. If you look at these people, these two of them, let me tell you, I just came across as a I'm confident, best bet, onboard me. You can see it's the same template, onboard me, best bet, as a came across. Can you see? Same template, and they all got jobs with it. This particular person got a job of 3,100. This one got a job, full-time job. And finally, freelancing and remote jobs is not by Upwork and Fiverr alone. And I like to say this very well before we move into practicals. Now, there's a lot of remote job platforms out there where you can get jobs. You can get jobs on social media, ladies and gentlemen. If you position yourself well, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn is not just for bands. LinkedIn, you can say I put LinkedIn in capital letter. I know a lot of my students have gotten a job. I remember one of my students, 2 weeks ago, that got 2 jobs in a day. And she got one of them full-time roles or contract from LinkedIn. She got one from Instagram. I know of people that have gotten contracts from Facebook. I know of people that have gotten a lot of, if it is Twitter, I know of a lot of people that have just gotten DMs that have become full-time roles from Twitter. So what does this tell you? It tells you that freelancing platforms is fine. Remote job platform is also fine, which I will show you in the practical session we are entering very soon. Social media platform is also fine, like Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and LinkedIn. Now, I'm not saying you should stop doing your bands, but be careful. If you want to brand yourself, which we'll talk about in the attracting clients, if you want to brand yourself as like, if you want to have a proof, so there are 2 ways to go about it. Let me tell you the 2 ways to go about it. The first way to go about it is this. You can have 2 separate accounts. One for you individually and that one professionally. So professional is professional things. Individual, you can continue your bands in this world. Or if you have a professional account that you don't want, you can just create an anonymous account and be enjoying your bands. Continue. Just create a name to it. Then you put your own name in what is going to be professional. So that's the way to go about it. You can accept, because if you have just one account on social media that contains your name, I've seen people that want to hire people and they will go through your social media to check. They just go through your social media. They will go, like the things you think they don't know. They can just type social media is very funny nowadays. They will type your name and type a keyword. And anything you've said about that particular keyword will pop out. So you don't think because you posted something in 2021 or because you posted something in 2010, they cannot see it. All they need to do is to just input your keyword, the keyword and your name, and they will see it will pop out. So what I'm trying to tell you is, if you want to use social media to get jobs and you want to be professional about it, be professional about it. It's as simple as that. Now you can use portfolio website. I have a lot of people that do this. You can create your website for yourself, and there are a lot of sites that give you free. I know Wix, I know WordPress used to do it before. I know Wix, Squarespace, and I know some other platforms that do free portfolio websites, free one-page websites. I know CAD, CARR, is it 3 hours or 2 hours now? Used to do that too. So that means that you can create a portfolio website. And you can do SEO to your portfolio website. You can direct traffic to your portfolio website, and clients can discover you there. I have a client discovered from Australia. He's in Nigeria and he created a portfolio website. And a client from Australia they just saw his website that he offers a service, and they paid him about 3,000 pounds or euros. I've forgotten. It was not dollars. They paid him in a bigger currency than dollars. Euros and pounds are bigger. So portfolio website is also another way you can get jobs. Now I'm showing you all this because some of you will be like, oh, I'm struggling with Upwork. Oh, I'm not doing well on Fiverr. See, freelancing is more than that. Remote job is more than that. And that's why I'm showing you all these secrets. That's why I'm showing you all these platforms. Indeed, Facebook, Twitter, like all these things, Job, Glassdoor. These are places you can get jobs. Simply Hired. These are places you can. Craigslist. I told you about Craigslist. Okay, I didn't talk about code emails. Now, code emailing is something you can use to get jobs too. This is code emails, and the term code emails means you are sending message to strangers. And there's an art to it, there's a strategy to it, and I've seen a lot of people that have done this and have made a lot of money from it. And even with LinkedIn, the code email approach to LinkedIn the session on my YouTube channel by Benedict. Benedict is one of our students that created, I purposely recorded that session and uploaded it. He explained, and I asked him the right questions. How did he do it? Because he got jobs using cold email on LinkedIn. He got some jobs that were paying him some thousands of dollars. And I explained, and he explained how he did it. So you can look for that on my YouTube. It's recorded. So you can look at that and just listen to it and just understand how you use cold email and LinkedIn to get clients that are paying him thousands of dollars. It's as simple as that. So it's not just Upwork alone. Please don't limit yourself to this. Freelancing, remote jobs, online work is big. That is bigger than all this. So yes, they are very good platforms. You can get clients from them, but also these platforms too sometimes can be expensive, or right now they can just do anything that they like. So you have to also, for yourself, prepare yourself better. Now, let's do some practicals. Oh, I kept to time. Let's do some practicals. Let me show you some of the things I want to show you. So for those of you, let me just use this first. This is my Twitter and Instagram handles. And this is my LinkedIn and Facebook, my name. I just use it. So Twitter and Instagram, if you're not following me, you can go and follow me. Because I post a lot of stuff there. On Twitter alone, I post a lot of things. So you can see a lot of free things there. Instagram, my Instagram is for my baby boy life nowadays. But I used to post before, but I stopped posting now. I don't know why. LinkedIn, I post a lot of good stuff on LinkedIn, Facebook, and Twitter. So yes, you can follow this and you would see the things I post. A lot of people just use my freebies and they've gotten jobs. They've changed their life just because, someone sent me a message beginning of this year, Happy New Year. I saw one of the things you posted on LinkedIn, some free resources. I used it and I got a job that is paying me XYZ. And I said, I'm happy for you because my own joy is seeing people make it. So you can see that I don't even need to be involved in that encounter. I've created the free resources. You used it well. You are getting jobs with it. I'm happy for you. So it's as simple as that. So let's move into the next part of this session, which is the practical part. So I will be showing you. I'll be showing you some practicals. So we'll move into. Let's move into the practicals. Yeah. So I'll be showing you some platforms. And you can yes. Okay. Now, so this is the practical part. So like I said, my team will answer your questions, but I will check them. Thank God I made this chart. It's something I can see. So please check all this. You can anything you have, you can just put it in the chat, and my team will respond to you. Also, me too. I'll go through it myself. But let's move into practicals. I rushed through it, so I tried. Let me quickly show you. Let's go practicals. There's a lot of freelancing platforms, but I like to start with Upwork. But the truth nowadays is that Upwork is now getting harder for newbies. I'm not going to deceive you. It's the truth. But that does not mean newbies cannot improve their strategy, but it's getting harder for newbies. So now this is Upwork, and this is what a job look like on Upwork. So there are 3 different ways to search on Upwork. I'll try to show you as fast as I can. But this is what a job card looks like on Upwork. When you get to Upwork, some of you just get to Upwork and you don't know what Upwork is. But let me just run through it briefly because, as I said, there's a lot of things I need to run through. Next 30 minutes before our first 5 minutes break. Now, Connect is what you use to apply for jobs on Upwork. Right now, when you join Upwork as a newbie, you will need to use $15 to buy Connect. And if you use $15 to buy 100 Connect, that's when they will unlock your 50 free Connect. Normally, they give you the 50 before, but now it's not like that anymore. So sorry about that if you're a newbie. That is why, if you notice, when I was teaching you, I was talking about other platforms, especially when you're just starting and you don't have money, you cannot afford some things, but at least you can start with what you have. And when you have money, you can now use your $15 to join these platforms to get clients. It's not that, you can't start with what you have. That's why I was showing you that way. Now, there are 3 ways to search on Upwork. The first way is keyword. Okay, let me just start from where we are. The first way is this feed. You look at this feed, ladies and gentlemen. You look at this feed, ladies and gentlemen, you realize, okay, they changed this feed. Let me just start from there. It used to be an RSS feed that was here before, but nowadays, you can create your own feed. So this feed is, if you're on Upwork, maybe you're a newbie on Upwork, or let's just say you're on Upwork, you can create your feed yourself. And you can save some searches, and I'll show you how to save some searches. I'll show you some save searches, but you can create some save searches, and and you can use them to get jobs. Okay, but let me just show you the first thing I want to show you. Now, this is what a job card looks like on Upwork. And this is from a job card, you can always see info about the job. So as a client or as a freelancer, check this job card. Now the feed, for example, is what the first thing I wanted to teach you about, which is this everything here. Let me first talk about all these ones too. We have best matches. When you have a good profile, I'll show you what a profile is now. When you have a good profile, we have best matches that would match your profile, match your own experience to a client hiring preference. Sorted by most relevant. We have most recent jobs that is, matched to your profile description. So that's why you need to have a good profile. If you notice, profile is number 2 in those four fundamentals that I mentioned. So for example, anything you see here, these are things that are linked to your profile and everything. Now, when you see a job card, this is not the best way to search for job, but I'm just trying to put you through everything as fast as I can. Now, when you see a job card, when you click on the job card, do what clicking on the job card is. So first of all, before we even click on the job card, this is a job card. A job card is, I call it a job card. You see all the info about the client. You see a client rating, the amount the client has spent. You see where the client is from. You see proposals the client, people have submitted for proposals. Then you see a job description. Most times, people used to read job description first, and I used to tell them, don't do that first. First thing you do, you can click on the job card. But sometimes, let me give you one of my own secrets when I do it. One of the things I do is when I'm searching for jobs myself. I don't, because of the time, because searching for a job can be a job. I just used to save these jobs. Like if I see a job that interests me, I just save it. So depending on I'll show you the 3 different ways to search. But this is the first one. Depending on the way you are using to search, when you see a job that you're interested in, normally I should be interested in this one, but this is 20 to 50, so I'm not interested. I don't want to be number 51. This is less than 5. Okay, I can be interested in this one too, so I save it. Let me just show you one of the things I do. Less than 5 is something, okay, I'll save it. You can see I'm not reading what the job is. I'm just saving it. So, okay, this is 10 to 15. Oh, even though it's something I can do, I'm not interested. Now, normally there's a way to go about this. If you want to do 10 to 15, you can always still go it and use Boosted Connect and spend more. But I don't want to teach you that now because you are still a newbie. So let me teach you the one that is easy first. As you improve, as you become an expert, there are other things I can teach you. That is not, I don't really teach newbies because they might not know how to use it well. So let's say I've saved all these 4 jobs from this feed here. So I can go to my saved jobs here. Instead of showing me the thousands of jobs that can confuse me, to only show me the 4 jobs that I saved. Can you see it here? So now I can start clicking on them to check the job cards. And the first thing you do when you check is you always check the client's details. Very important. See, client details is one of the most important things you should check more than anything. What do you check in client details? Check this hire rate. It means that this client posted 12 jobs and they hired every time they posted. You will make a mistake when you see people that you see some people with 10% higher, who will check other people and will compare their higher rate. But you see some people will submit, even though the job is good, it's something you can do, the money is enticing. But his higher rate is like 10 or 5%. There's a very, very high probability that the client will not even check your proposal. He will now say, oh, I'm submitting jobs and they are not hiring me. I'm making a mistake. So don't make the mistakes. Now, the next thing you should check after checking higher rate is client details, which includes higher rate and amount spent is something I like to check. Now, after checking that, you should check this preferred qualification and activity on the job. So, what's the preferred qualification? What's the activity on the job? You should check everything. Okay, when you check it, you also see when the client last viewed it. The next thing you can also check is you can check what other people have said about the client. So you don't want to apply for a job where people are already abusing the client. Trust me, you'll be the next in line. So after you do that, you can now check the job details. That's it. That's how I do it. Let me run through this file. Let's check another one so you can see that people have different higher rates. So when you check this one, for example, we saw 100%. This is 92%. These are good numbers. So I used to check the higher rate first before I do anything. Then I check the activity on the job, and I check, I can go down. If I want to get the name of the client, you can check it below here. Then you can now check job description. And this particular job is even different in the sense that they added an attachment. So that means that before you apply for this particular job, you must go through this attachment. If you don't go through, they will know. So, and you also see, these are some questions they will be asking you that are peculiar to the job. So that means that before you read, when you see, you'll be asked to answer these following questions. Always even check this first. Now, the mistakes some people make is that you read all these things first. You will now realize that you cannot answer all these questions. It's not like a waste of time for you. That's why I like to start from the back so that I don't waste my time. Let's look at number 3. So this is number 3 here, 83%. Wow, why are we selecting good higher rates today? So follow the same rule. And now, when you see this preferred qualification, include rising talent, job success score 90%, you can ignore it. So when you see the red on these 2 parts, you can ignore it. It does not count for you. Every other thing, if you see red, please don't go for it. So these are the only things that don't count for you. Now let me look for something else. How many have I checked? 4. This is the second last one. Okay, is this the last one or the one at the bottom? Okay, this is it. The one on the bottom is the last one. So let's check this one, the blog writer one. So see 85%. Wow. I just checked good higher rates. Well, this is why me, when I'm searching for jobs, you can see the reason why by saving them. See what I saved. I subconsciously I didn't do it on purpose. Subconsciously I saved good higher rates. You can see why, because I just checked the stars first. Most time when you see people get the stars, they get good higher rates. So I check the stars first, I check the amount spent by default. And this is why when I apply for jobs, I get the jobs. Because you can see subconsciously, before I selected, I didn't do it on purpose. I'm deliberately looking for low higher rates so I can teach you. Subconsciously, you can see what I selected. Now that's just the way I've been doing it. Now, there are other ways to search for jobs. There are different ways to search for jobs. Now, let me show you the different ways to search for jobs. Okay, no, before I show you this is one of my very good students that has a very good profile. This is what a good profile looks like. I love his profile, and as you can see, he has good details explained. For him, he has, different things that has been here explained. And he also has, you can see that things on his profile, his overview is fine. You can check every writing on his profile, his process, everything, his overview is looking good. Then he has portfolios, so you should have good portfolios on your profile, skills on your profile. As you can see, his portfolio, everything is looking fine. I don't have time, like 4 hours, 2 hours. He has project catalog that is good, you can check it. He has certification that is good, check it. So one thing I'll tell you is this: you can check other people in your niche, you can check their profile the profile of other people in your niche if you want to compare, to check, to can check the profile of other people in your niche, like to have an idea of what a good profile in your niche looks like. Now, this is the second way to search for jobs, by using keywords. So I use this keyword, SEO content writer, and it gave me a job that has the keyword. As you can see, I highlighted the keyword. This is the second way to search for job. Then you ensure that you use the filters well, which includes less than 5 to 10. These are the most important filters. When you become an expert, you can use other filters. For now, just focus on these ones. So less than 5 to 10, and payment verified. You will ask me how, why. Right now, I don't have the time to answer you. I'll just follow me before you start doing how and why. Now, jobs per page, make it 50 so that you don't scroll and scroll and scroll and you'll be frustrated. But just follow me right now. Before you don't ask question yet. Follow what I'm just saying now. So this is the second way to search for jobs, using the filters. Let me show you the third way to search for jobs. And the third way, so I've just showed you the feed that you first see, which is the first way. And I showed you this using keyword to search for jobs. The third way is using categories. There are some jobs that you won't see in the keyword because they used to hide the way the category used to be. So you can use categories. So let's say you're a content writer. Let's not use writing. We'll be using writing. Let's use something else. Let's say you're a data analyst. You go to D, data analytics. So you see all data science and analytics jobs. You see all data science and analytics jobs, and you can now do less than 5 to 10, and payment verified. That's what you should just do. Just follow me without questioning me yet. You can question me later. Yeah, so less than 5 to 10, and payment verified. Then you would see the jobs that are related to your niche. Then you can start selecting. So yeah, so you can start selecting them, and that's how to 100% higher rate. No, I'm not looking for a good higher rate. I'm looking for a bad one. Because of my filters, I mostly see good ones. So yeah, but let's just go and look for higher rate that's not. Yeah, so this is 0% higher rate. 2 jobs posted, but this person have spent money. Did they spend money? No, they've not. Okay, now this is an example. This is an example. This is very good. An example. So look at this person now. This client became a member today. So you have to be very careful even when you see 0%. This client became a member today, so maybe they are trying to get the hang of it. So if you're not an expert, if you're an expert freelancer, you can still apply for this particular job. This I'm always careful about what I tell newbies. If you're a newbie, don't try it because you don't understand how to manage a newbie and a newbie client. A newbie freelancer and a newbie client is a recipe for disaster. But a newbie client and an expert freelancer will guide the client. That's why. Now, normally this 0% is a red flag. But when I checked it, I went down because I'm an expert. That's why I could see it. I realized that this client signed up today. So that means that this client is trying to get the hang of this platform. It's something that you can always apply for. They have phone number verified, payment method verified. But if you're not an expert, if you're a beginner, please leave beginner clients for now. When they get the hang of it, you come back to them. Just focus on expert clients that will pay your money. Yeah, but that's just the way it is. So yeah. See, 40% higher rate. 40% is still fair. It's not that is I would prefer higher rates, but you can see that we are going lower now. So that's why you need to be careful about the higher rate. So I've showed you the 3 different methods. There's a lot of videos that goes in depth on my YouTube channel. You can go and check them, please. You don't have time to go to other platforms already. Now, show you different methods. So please and please, there's the categories, there's the keyword, there's the feed. I went in depth in some videos on proposal writing on my profile on search. So they are there. So you can go in depth and check them there. Look for it and check them. I went in depth, 20 minutes to explain. Right now, we don't have time. Now, Upwork is just one of the platforms, and I'm going to log out from Upwork and show you. Upwork is just one of the platforms. There's something I want to show you on Upwork. Now, Upwork is one of the platform, but Fiverr is also another platform. I've seen people that are getting jobs on Fiverr. One of my students in scholarship got a job on Fiverr. Is it yesterday or day before yesterday? He has gotten a lot of jobs since he joined the scholarship, and he has been using the resources he got on Fiverr. He has been using the resources he got on Fiverr. So Fiverr is one of the places to get jobs. So please and please, you can use Fiverr to get jobs as a freelancer, and you can check out. Now, one of the things I tell you to check is this. So if you're a designer, check the gigs and check other people's gigs to learn how to create your own gigs. And for Fiverr is gigs. So let's say you're a website designer, for example, check what other people are using to the gigs that are successful, check them out, see why they are top. These are even ads at the top. There are people that are running ads. They are pro. Let's just this one, they not run ads. But clients will check the one that run ads first. But this is what it looks. This is what it looks like. Go deep, check. See, I will design the right responsive website in 15 hours. This person is a top rated. So these are their offers. You can check what the price. Now, you can check what the price is. This is a top rated person. So maybe you don't want to charge this high. Maybe you can slash it by 50% so that people can come to you, even though you can do the same thing they are doing. Read about the gig. You can duplicate it. Don't copy and paste. Just use it as a guide to create yours. You can check the portfolios too as an idea. Check the tier packaging, how the basic, standard, premium. Check it. So this is the way Fiverr works, and you should learn how to use Fiverr. If you are not, at least most times, if you are struggling with Upwork, then you can try Fiverr. Yeah. So digital marketing, for example, we have a lot of digital marketing niches. So let's say you're a social media marketer or even social media manager. Check what people are doing on Fiverr. Give an idea of see. This one is saying I'll perfect all social media accounts, create, set up, and optimize. Another secret I want to tell you is this: you can check these Fiverr gigs. You can check these Fiverr gigs and see some gigs that are ranking well. You can go to Upwork. You can go to Upwork and duplicate it. So this is one of my students. So now you can go to Upwork. See, for example, you can see project catalogs. Project catalogs is similar to Fiverr. What is here is the same thing on Upwork project catalogs. So that means that you can see a gig that is ranking well in your niche, copy it, and just go and create a project catalog for it on Upwork. This is another strategy you can use, especially if you're on Upwork. You can go to Fiverr, play around Fiverr sites. Maybe you don't have an idea of even Upwork alone has a lot of project catalogs that you can duplicate. But let's even say you can go to Fiverr too. You have a lot of places. And we are not talking about pricing yet, but let me just talk about it ahead. In case you don't even know how much to charge, project catalogs and Fiverr gigs are one of the places you can learn pricing. We'll talk about charging in the second part of this session. You can learn pricing from project catalogs. Look at this person now. This person is charging 10 euro, just call it $10. $10 for social media account, $20 for 4 social media accounts, $30 for 7 social media accounts, 4-day delivery. So in case you don't know what to charge, most freelancers will be like, oh, I don't know what to charge, even though I'm going to cover it in the second part of this session, teaching you how to charge. But if you don't have an idea, go to Fiverr gigs, go to Upwork catalogs, and learn how to charge. Simple. Let's go to another platform, People Per Hour. And People Per Hour is similar to Fiverr. It's similar in the sense of the same offering. Like you can go to People Per Hour and you can, go to their platform. Let's see which one we've not done. Videography. Let's look at videography. Look at videography, for example. 50 per hour is like Fiverr. These are gigs people have created, and you can see the prices that people are. So you can, like I said, you can click gigs. So look at this now, for example. You can click their gigs. You can, check out what they put there, what the offer is. You can check what the offer is. You can check what the pricing is. You can just, use it to create your own gigs. Sometimes people are used to stop accepting freelancers when they get a lot of freelancers. It's one of the best platforms you can use. There is things I did not mention here. There's Guru. There's Guru freelancing platform. I know a lot of people that have gotten, a lot of my students have gotten jobs from this platform. So there's Guru. I don't see it on this list I have here. There's Guru freelancing platforms, and every platforms I'm showing you, please, you can scroll to the bottom and read their blog. Their blog is always free. So you can scroll to the bottom and look for resources, check their blog or check their resources to help you. You can see help and blog, freelance FAQ blog. Every platform, Fiverr, for example, you can scroll down to Fiverr, but Fiverr too, and you see the same thing. You see Fiverr resources, becoming a Fiverr freelancer, community of a lot of resources that are there that you can use. Fiverr Learn. Okay, this one is for clients. How Fiverr works for clients, how to be a Fiverr. So you can do that. Scroll to the bottom. Now, then I've showed you Guru. Then there's FreeUp. There's FreeUp. There's FreeUp freelance platform that I used to talk about. There's FreeUp. I know of my student that got a job there, but FreeUp used to vet freelancers before they join. There was a time Upwork used to vet us too. When Upwork started, they used to do manual vetting to vet you before you join. But nowadays, they don't do that anymore because they get a lot of freelancers, so they don't really do that anymore. So this is FreeUp, so you can check them. Now, FreeUp is similar to TopTal. That's the last freelance product I want to talk to you about. If I move to remote job platforms. So this is TopTal. TopTal is one of the best freelancing platforms, and to tell you that for every 100 people that apply to TopTal, they only accept 3%. So if you're a newbie freelancer, you might be a newbie freelancer and you might be an expert in your skills. Maybe you have a lot of experience. So nothing says you cannot apply. But if you're a newbie freelancer with a newbie skill set, please don't apply for TopTal yet. Well, you can apply, can try your luck if you believe in miracles. But my own is this: go to other platforms to build your skill set, build your expertise, build your experience. You come here to apply. When you are coming here, your application is fully loaded. So that's the idea of that's what I like. So that's one thing about TopTal. I know a lot of people, some freelancers that have gotten and have been accepted to this platform. So it's not that they don't accept, but they are at least very, very careful about who they accept. So yeah, these are freelancing platforms. Now let's move into remote job platforms. Now, LinkedIn alone, and this is showing my LinkedIn premium referral. LinkedIn alone, the amount of freelancing you can get on LinkedIn alone is so superb. So let's look for, let me see. So the amount of freelancing you can get on LinkedIn alone is so superb. Now let's look for some jobs in LinkedIn. So content, I'm coming. I want to just take it away. Just hold on, you see. So now anything you are saying, oh God, it has gone away. Also done. Anything you are searching for, anything you search for on LinkedIn. Let me see. Anything you search for on LinkedIn. So for example, LinkedIn will take us a lot of time. Anything you search for on LinkedIn, you can check the location and you can put it as worldwide or put it as US or depending. And you can tell it that you want only remote jobs, to show you the remote jobs that are posted. You can tell it to show you when it was posted, maybe only one jobs. So, but LinkedIn alone is also a remote job platforms, and I can spend a lot of hours on this one. We don't have time, but I'll just tell you that there's a lot of, and there are videos on my YouTube channel too that explains this. But there's a lot of, you see why I told you this is a 4-hour session, but I apologize that I just have to compress to 2 hours. Now, but let's just ensure that you get the point, so that you can do it yourself. Now, LinkedIn alone, using the right filters on LinkedIn, for example, if you search for anything on LinkedIn, ensure you go to the job panel. I'll show you again how I got here. I don't want all my LinkedIn things to be showing for you people. But you see now, my LinkedIn things will be showing. Blimika is my super student. Now, so anything you want to type here, for example, let's say you are a virtual assistant. virtual assistant. Let's just use virtual assistants. So let's say you're a virtual assistant, you enter virtual assistant. This is what I want to show you here. To show you the job, is it jobs you want? Is it posts you want? Is it people, services, companies, groups, products in virtual assistant? So for example, if you click on jobs, it take you to the job section. Then you can change your location. For example, you can change your location. Maybe you want to check Europe, worldwide. For example, you can change your location to worldwide. So it's going to show you all the virtual assistant jobs worldwide. Now, when you now do that, the next thing you can do is you can change it that you only want remote. You are in Africa, you're in Nigeria, you only want remote. It should show you the jobs that are remote. So that means they are not jobs that will be telling you you must be in our location. So that's that, to show you that. Then you are saying, okay, I just want the jobs that have been posted in the last, because sometimes some jobs are posted 1 month ago. A lot of people have applied. Look at this, for example, now, 1 month ago, over 100 people have applied. So why now show me just the jobs that are posted this week? So maybe I just limit it to only jobs that are posted this week. So can you see on 1 day ago? So, but now you can scroll down and see the jobs that are posted this week. So what am I trying to show you? I'm trying to show you that you can play around the filters, and I'm trying to show you that LinkedIn is one of the best places to search for jobs. Yes, that's what I wanted to show you. I want to see the video where I shared 5 different ways you can get jobs on LinkedIn. This one is just one of the 5. Yeah. Let me show you Indeed. We don't have time. Let me show you Indeed. Indeed is, for example, as you can see, we already have this. I used to teach people a lot, so I have this opened. So virtual assistant jobs, Indeed, sometimes they can be looking for people in a particular location, but you can see same rule apply here. You can make it remote. Indeed mostly post US, sometimes depending on location. So let's just say we are looking for virtual assistant jobs, and Indeed, you can search. You need to create an account on the platform. Then you can sort the jobs by relevance or by dates. When you sort it by date, it will show you the ones that are posted recently. It's telling us that there are over 300 plus jobs in virtual assistant. Upload your resume. So Indeed is one of the platforms. As you can see here, you can apply for them. See here, let me tell you the thing when it comes to remote jobs. Let me not lie for you, and let me not give you anything. You will apply a lot when it comes to remote jobs. But 1 year can change your life story. That's what I'll just tell you. So freelancing platforms has a higher percentage than remote job platforms. And I've showed you LinkedIn. LinkedIn is a remote job platform. I've showed you Indeed is a remote job platform. I'll show you other remote jobs platforms. So for example, thank God we have something that is not what we have been looking for here. So we have project manager here on startup jobs. So there are over 2,000 jobs, project manager. We can say we want remote only. So it became 537 jobs. As you can see, then you can start applying. So if you're a project manager, you can go through it. As you can see, everything here is remote and you can be applying. That's it. There are over 500 and something jobs, and you can see some of them are posted recently. Some of them are just check. And when you're applying for the remote jobs, please still check the date the job was posted. It's very important. Sometimes even 1 month, 2 months, they might not see who they are looking for. So don't be scared when you are seeing plenty of applicants. Most times, people that apply don't even. An HR person share the statistics, and I'm not sure how true it is. I'm not an HR person. Now, for 100 applications they see, most times only 6 that qualify. I don't know how true it is, but they are using their own point of view. So you can't question their own experience because that's what they've been experiencing. She broke it down. She said for 100, you will see some of them don't qualify by location. Some of them don't even meet the criteria. That for every 100 application you see, and I'm talking about remote jobs now. For every 100 application you see, only 6 qualifies. That's from our own experience. So what am I trying to say? I'm trying to say when you see plenty of applications on all these remote jobs, don't be scared. Apply. You never can tell the one I'll be your yes. So we have weworkremotely.com, which is a remote job platform where you can also get remote jobs. So this is the way the platform works is that, as you can see here, you see we work remotely. So you can check the jobs by category. You can see here. So let's say you're a customer support person. Let's be using the one we've not used. So let's say you're a customer support person. You can scroll down to the customer support jobs and you see these ones are looking for a virtual assistant anywhere in the world. So when you are using this job board, be careful where the location. Some of them will not specify, but that means you can apply. Some of them will specify. That means don't waste your time. I'm looking for someone in Latin America. This one, anywhere in the world, you can click on the job. It's an ad, but it was posted a day ago. As you can see, it was posted January 10. And you can read the job description very well and you can apply. Trust me, that's how it is. So I just showed you how to apply and we work remotely. So I've seen one of my students got a job on this platform that they were sending him money for lunch. They sent him laptop money. They sent him working chair money. He's in Portugal as we speak. One of my very good students. He has made all the money. I'm happy for him. Now, these are so always check the time the job was posted. Sometimes the job was posted a long time ago. That time the job was just posted recently. Go for jobs that have been posted. The more recent the job is, the more you should go for it. So that's the idea behind these remote job boards. And we have Well Found, formerly called Angel List for startups. So Well Found has a lot of jobs too. I've had students that have gotten jobs from Well Found. There's a lot of startup jobs here, so you can apply. There's a lot of so people they apply for jobs, accounting manager, check the rule apply too. The same rule I've been teaching you on remote jobs applies, use the right filters, use the right, look for the right things. And Zip recruiters mostly, I've been seeing a lot of UK Zip recruiter nowadays, but I don't understand why. So, but ideally by location, you should be able to see, because most times this Zip recruiter is changing to, uh, it's changing to UK. But I've seen a student that got a job on these platforms. Let me click on remote first. So you can see it changes to UK. I don't know why. Maybe they've moved to UK. But at least, yeah. So there's a lot of jobs on, see, 5,000 remote jobs. Now, even though, let's just even say you're a UK person, at least that means this is one of the platforms you can be using, apart from all the other platforms you use very well in UK. But there are some jobs here that will not require you to be in UK. But I just know that sometimes UK people used to need people really need being in UK is also something. But I've seen, so I got a job for my student recently, and it was remote for people in UK, and it was people in UK that hired them, and they didn't need to be in UK, and two of my students got the job. So yes, you never can tell. Remotive is also another platform. Is also another almost time for our break. Remotive is also another platform that is similar to all the remote job board I've been showing you. As you can see, software development customer, you can check by writing, human resource, finance, DevOps, project management. So as you can see here, so you apply for them, the same rule applies, click on it, read the instructions, know if you qualify or not, and you're good to go. So that's all about that. Then there's crossover, there's Meet Frank. Meet Frank is mostly for people who are not in Nigeria and Africa. I think it's peculiar to people who are not in Africa. So if you are not in Africa, you are watching us, you can go and check Meet Frank. Yeah, because as my students in Africa are telling me they're having issues navigating this platform. So yeah, but crossover is working for everybody. But the jobs on crossover are not that much sometimes. Yeah, but another one is mostly for people in US. But even though you are not in US, you can get a job from it. It's Flex Jobs, but Flex Job is paid. The only platform that is paid out of all the platforms here. If you want to get jobs there, you need to sign up. So yeah, and they get a lot of US. So if you're in Canada, Flex Job is one good platform to use because they get a lot of US and Canada jobs in Flex Jobs. But there are also jobs that are not in US, Canada, but yes. These are all the remote job platforms or some of the remote job platforms I can show you. There's a whole lot of them. Yeah, so let's go for a short break. Yeah, so we'll pause everything. We should be back by 7:05, 7:06. Just stretch your leg, 5 minutes short break, then we'll complete the other part of this session. Continue to drop your messages. I can see them. Yeah, so yeah. Okay, so 5 minutes, legs stretched. Let's complete our session. Now, let's move into the second part of this. There are a lot of things I want to teach you. Some of them I've done them in my YouTube channel, so it means that you can go to, if I talk about something, you can search for it on my channel and go and watch it there. If I don't have time to talk about it today, others I will be talking, generally today, so you can check them out. Now, attracting premium clients. Let's talk about attracting premium clients. We're talking about three things today: is attracting premium clients, charging what you are worth, then enjoying freelancing freedom. So from everything, I've given you the fundamentals and I've talked about a lot of things. So also, I saw a lot of your questions. So it means that if I finish this, I would answer the ones I can. The ones I can't, my students will help you answer them, or my team members will also help you answer them. But the ones I can, I would answer them. I've seen a lot of your questions. There's a lot of them, but I will answer them at the end of this session. So you can drop them. And I think the chats are still open even after the session. So there's still a lot of time to answer your questions even after the session ends. But let's go straight to this one so that we can finish, because I still need to show you other practicals. There are a lot of things I want to show you that, for the sake of time, I like to teach well, but like I told you, this is 104 slides, but let me run through this ASAP. Now, the first thing is this. If you say you want to attract premium clients, first question you should ask yourself is this: are you a premium freelancer yourself? And there's nothing bad if you are not a premium freelancer, but you should prepare yourself or work on yourself to become a premium freelancer. So by that, you can now work on attracting premium clients. That's the first thing. And one of the first things you need to have to be a premium freelancer is you need to build a winning portfolio. Action speaks louder than voice, and what you've done speaks a lot when you are talking. So if you don't have a portfolio, if you're just talking, I've done this, I've done that, it's not like you have your portfolio. So your portfolio will back up your claim. It should show what you can do, and it also show what you've done. So you need to build a winning portfolio. And there's a lot of different ways to build portfolios. As a designer, you can go to Behance, Dribble, Canva, Notion, even a portfolio website. As a developer, you can use GitHub or Stack Overflow. You can also use your social media handle. I've seen video people who shared their social media handles with me that I loved, and it was well arranged. Remember what I was talking about, having a professional social media handle or different from your personal social media, especially when you do bands. So I've had people that have created professional handles, give them maybe their company name, or even if you don't have a company account, what if it's a business name you have in the future that you're going to create in the future, give it that social media handle and put your portfolio there. You can direct people there. That's the beauty of that. You can also have drives. There's a way you can arrange drives, Google, Dropbox. These are free. You can create a blog, a website. You can use Medium, Substack if you're a writer. For writers, I know, I'm a writer myself. For writers, you can use journal portfolio. You can use clippings. You can use Contently. You can use a lot of places. You can even use Linktree, link in bio. You can use Linktree and all this link in bio too. I see someone that used Linktree to arrange a portfolio. See, whatever you can use, all these one-page websites, whatever you can use and you can arrange well, displays your portfolio. Because when people check your portfolio, before you talk, they already have an idea of, oh, this person has done this person, and they will just create that perception in their head. And if you don't have portfolios right now, start creating portfolio. Be your first client. Start creating samples for you. Now, I've showed you Upwork, how to search for jobs on Upwork. So you can go to Upwork and you can see the jobs that are posted there. And you can use those jobs and use that to create a portfolio. I have a story of a student that did that and he got a job. So it's something you can do. I don't want to go in depth into the story for the sake of time. In case you don't know samples to create, look for a job post in your niche, go to a lot of platforms and just check for job posts in your niche and use them to create. Now, when you want to attract premium clients, ladies and gentlemen, positioning is very key. And I love the way this is. I love this. When I saw these graphics, it explains a lot and I loved it. Brand positioning. Now, remove the brand there. Let's remove the brand there and let's put freelancer positioning. What's your positioning like? So now let's start thinking about what are the things here. The other freelancers or your competitors, how are they? Who are they and how are they positioned? Top freelancers in your niche, what are they doing? How are they positioned? And how can you position yourself like that? What are the gaps in your market? What are the things that other people are not feeling? What's your unique selling proposition? Now, when I talk about unique selling proposition, it's my USP. It might be a big English, but let me break it down into smaller English. Remember what I said about virtual assistant? And I said when I started my career teaching, I used to look down the virtual assistant niche. Don't blame me. I was naive. Now I don't do that anymore. But the best virtual assistant, the best VAs that I know are VAs that have positioned themselves better. So when you position yourself, you can, you can use that to brand yourself, well. So what's your unique selling proposition? I've seen one of my best VA. I was teaching her. Let me share a story. Let me just use that so I can get the point across. One of my best VA, when she came to me for coaching, blah, 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 that's just by the way. And she said she wanted to offer VA. And I was still in my naive phase, and I was like, yeah, VA. Me that I used to talk about VA the way I talk about VA. But I said, don't worry, I'll take up the challenge. And while creating her profile, while doing stuff, then she told me that she has 2 masters, an MBA and 1 master's in marketing. And I'm like, wow. I said, that masters that you have is what we'll put on your tagline. We'll put virtual assistant with MBA experience, or we'll put masters. So there's a way we coined a tagline that separates her. And before you know it, she got a lot of jobs. Right now, she got she has 152K, she gets paid 2K per month, and she still wants more. She came back to me recently. She wants more money. But right now, she's doing 2K per month every month. But the point I'm trying to pass across when it comes to positioning is that before, even though she wanted to be a VA, because she had something different, what was her USP? That she had something that was able to separate her from the crowd, we're able to use that. So please look for things that separate you from the crowd. Because if not, they will group you with the crowd. It's as simple as that. If you don't want them to group you with the crowd, what's distinct about you? What's different about you? When you do that, you can position yourself, you can attract premium clients, and you can get paid better. As simple as that. Now, the next part I want to talk about, charging what you are worth. Normally I should be telling stories, but I just want to go straight and complete my slides. Now, a lot of freelancers have issues with charging, with setting their price. A lot of freelancers, a lot of people, offering services online. We're talking about services online. They believe that when they charge low rates, that's when clients will come to them. But you should understand that it's low quality client that will do that. High quality client expect you to charge what you are worth. I was in a one-on-one session with a student yesterday, and I asked her, she uses a MacBook, and I'm asking all of you here, maybe MacBook, maybe iPhone. Let me use iPhone as an example so that you understand. Imagine, you go to a market, you want to buy iPhone. You want to buy an iPhone 16 for that matter. And you enter the market, maybe it's Computer Village, or maybe it's any market in Abuja, in Port Harcourt, in Kaduna, or anywhere. You got there. I want you to picture this very well because this will buttress my point for you. You got to the market, you wanted to buy your iPhone 16, and you got there and the seller tells you the price of the phone is 50,000 naira. For those who are not Nigerians, 50,000 naira, how much is that in dollars? It's like $30. So 50,000 naira is like $30 to $40. So for those who are not Nigerians, let me explain this very well. You want to buy your phone anywhere you are in the world, and you go to your store and they tell you that the iPhone 16 you get it for $50. What would be your first reaction? My student answered me, and I don't want you can answer me in the chat. I will see it, or you can put it in YouTube comments. But my student answered me yesterday. She said when she sees an iPhone 16 for $50 or for 50K, that she will say is fake. That's not it. That's not worth it. That is fake. That should be fake. Now, all of you are saying, is it original? Some of you are saying, is a fake or stolen? Someone says, I will run. And that's the same thing that clients do, quality clients do. When they see you charge the wrong rate, they will run. Because when they see you charge something valuable for a fee that is bad, they will run. As simple as that. I see all of you are saying you will run. I can see that. Now, the idea is, I also had a student that made the same scenario, but let me just skip that part because she wanted to buy something from a provider, and she saw the price the person was charging, and she was like, no, you cannot be charging this price for this value. And she did not buy that service. And I told her that this is the same thing that happens when clients, the same thing you just did now, is the same thing quality clients do for you. Because there's a relationship between value and price. when you offer value, you are valuable. Let me not go deep into this. Plenty stories. Now, setting your rates and pricing your service is simple. You need to ask yourself, am I making my clients money? Am I saving them money or am I saving them time? Now, when you are doing this for people, you should be charging your worth. For example, for me now, I make a lot of people money. So I'm making my own clients money. For people, I know of people in the financial space that they are saving people for money for people. I know of people in virtual assistant that you are saving time for people. So instead of spending time, you are saving your time for your clients. If you are doing any of these three, you should be charging your worth. So, ladies and gentlemen, you look at this and you need to charge, you need to use this to highlight yourself. And when you do that, you charge your worth. Now, something called value-based pricing, and I'm not going to go deep into it, but I just want to explain it. That let me just give you in simple terms. Yes, the person that asked the question, the slides will be shared. Yes, this is recorded, it will be shared with everybody. Yeah. Now, perceived value is higher than reality. It's one of my mentors that told me that the perception is greater than reality. The way people perceive you is what they will charge you, or is what they will believe you should be charging. So value-based pricing works with that, but perceived value is very, very, very important. That's one thing I want to put here. I want to explain to you here. The pricing your product is created by the perceived value of that product. If Apple creates any product today, you know how much they will charge for it. If Techno, thank God Techno is now very good now. There was a time Techno was not, when Techno was Techno. But right now, Techno is, they are competing good now with quality product. But even at that, if Techno creates the same product that Apple creates, they are not going to charge the same price because there's something called perceived value, even though it's the same, Yeah, so that's something about perceived value. Now, to when you're pricing your services, the sum total of your skills, proof of your ability, the service quality, everything you do helps you to charge your worth and to price yourself well. So it's called value-based pricing. Now, when you're also pricing yourself, ladies and gentlemen, it does not have to be on Upwork alone, it can be outside. There are different ways you can price. You can price fixed price, you can price hourly rates. And there are different times or different places to use it. It's simple. When you know what the job is, you can charge fixed price. So they want you to create a book and they just want you to, or your deliverable is create a book. So that's fine. You know, okay, this is the book. And you can now break that book, you can break the book down into milestones. You can call the milestones per chapter. That's what milestones mean, simply. So you can break the book down into milestones. Now, hourly rate is when you don't know what's the time frame of the job. Now, the mistake you would make is that if you go and charge fixed price for hourly rate job, the client, you just realize that you've charged money and the client use you. And I know some of you freelancers will have experienced it before. You charge a particular price, but the job is taking longer than it should have taken. So that means that you should have used hourly price for that particular job, so that the more hours you spend on the job, the more hours you can charge. So that's what it is. There are pros and cons to both, and it helps you to know when to charge and when to use it. Now, how do you ask your client for more money? Now, I've posted this before, and research shows that Nigerian freelancers are one of the lowest earning freelancers in the world. Like, data backs it up, so it's not me saying it. And it's as simple as SIS: show your appreciation, illustrate your reason, and always seek for more money. When you want to start, the idea behind showing appreciation is you are using it to lower their defenses. So it's, I appreciate you for this offer. I'm happy to work with you. You use that and always illustrate why you deserve more. So when someone pitch you a service and is lower than what you expect, and you want to counter that price. So for example, if the deadline is short, if it's going to take you more time, if it's going to demand specific knowledge from you, and if you've even not delivered quality work before, just back it up and illustrate it. And after you illustrate it, then ask for more. Ask politely for more. Can we negotiate a better price? Would you be willing to, considering that, can you bump the rate? Are you against raising? Like, you can just say it politely, and when you're negotiating, you negotiate on that table. Now, the things you need to have before you ask for more, when you're asking for more, it's very important you have a basic rate you are charging. I showed you Fiverr catalogs. We'll go back into practicals. I showed you Fiverr catalogs. I showed you Upwork project catalog. I didn't show you deep that. I might show you in the next practical session. Now, but the thing is simple. Know your bottom line before you enter a negotiation. And if a client is unwilling to meet your rates, be ready to decline. Very, very simple. Now, the third part is enjoying freelancing freedom. Let's complete this so that we can move into practicals. Enjoying freelancing freedom is simple. For you to enjoy freelancing freedom, you need to know how to manage project and client relationship efficiently. It's very important. If you can do this, if you can manage clients, if you can manage freelancers, yeah, we can even manage other freelancers. But if you can manage clients and project efficiently, you should be able to enjoy freedom with your freelancing. You must be able to communicate well. You are reliable, you meet deadlines, and you have the right soft skills. If you're able to do that, it helps you to enjoy freelancing freedom. Now, one of the ways I like to talk about this is that one of the ways you can also enjoy freedom in your freelancing career is that if you elevate yourself from earning peanuts. Now, you start from as a beginner. You start earning your first $100, your first $500. But when you get to a level, what took you to $10,000 is not going to take you to $100,000. And I've done it for many people, so I can tell you guys categorically. So if you want to start earning the big bucks, then you can start thinking of scaling. This is why I do one-on-one coaching to scale people. But I'm going to teach you what I teach them. I'll just run it through in 5 minutes. What I do for them, I do for them in 1, 2, 3 months. So, but let me just compress it for you in 5 minutes. There are two ways to scale: quality, quantity, and the best way is using both. When it comes to quality, you start with value-based pricing, which I already talked to you about. You start with branding and positioning, which I already showed you. And you can also create a different category for yourself, which I mentioned when we were talking about USP. But it's just as simple as that. All these things, I can go in depth on everything, but let me just run it through to you so you can have an idea. When you can price yourself the right way, when you can brand and position yourself the right way, and you can create a different category for yourself, you can charge the right prices. I've seen people, I remember one of my students, let me just give you an example to pass it across to you. I remember one of my students, when I saw him, he was charging $20, and I saw that I was charging less than what he was worth. And I told him to increase his fee to $75. Like, he was even scared to increase his fee. But lo and behold, he did it gradually. He said his mind does not carry 75, so he did it to 45 first. Then he turned it to 55, 65, 75. But the point I'm trying to pass across to you is this: the same client that will pay him for 10 hours job for $20, he was now getting clients that are paying him 10 hours for $75. So he's spending the same 10 hours, but he's making how many? Times 2. Is that times 2 or times 3? He's making times 3.5. He's making times 3.5 of what he was currently doing at $20 per hour. So that's what by quality means. And you can't just increase your price anyhow. You have to back it up. And this is where value-based pricing, branding and positioning, different categories, this is where they come in. Now, the other way to scale, the other way to make more money and give yourself freelancing freedom is by quantity scaling. And this is where leverage and outsourcing comes in. And let me explain what it is. Outsourcing is easier said than done. Trust me, I have a lot of people that are doing it. And if you don't know how to outsource, it will be an headache for you. So I've done it for many people and I've taught them how to do it. And we just, we went through the headache at the beginning, but over time we mastered it and they can afford to be free and enjoy their life, which includes agency building, team management. Sometimes you might need to build an agency. Other times you might not need to build the agency per se, but you would work on your outsourcing and leveraging. Because there are 3 roles that you need to fill very well. We have the manager, the salesman, and the technician. The manager is the person that manages the clients, manage the project, manage the freelancers doing the job, or manage the technician. The salesman is the person that looks for the job. The technician is the person that does the job. As a freelancer, as a beginner, you are doing all the things, everything you are doing. You are the one looking for job. You are the one doing the job. You are the one talking with client, managing the client, and managing every other thing about the job. But when you want to scale, when you want to get freedom to a level, you have to find a way to find one person. So I've seen some people that have maybe their job at the end is to just manage and become salesman. They are not the one doing it. I've seen some people that have hired salesman to go and look for a job for them, and they are the one doing it. So just find the one that works for you and do it well. Now, let me end with this before I move into practicals again and answer some of your questions. AI is a very, very beautiful terrain, and a lot of freelancers are scared of what AI is going to do for them. But I don't want you to be scared. You have an assistant, a all-around assistant that if you use efficiently or effectively, it will help your life and solve all your stress. And I'm going to show you some examples with AI, and I'll show you some practicals also. Ladies and gentlemen, with AI, you have an all-round assistant. You have a copywriter, a lawyer, depending on the legal cases, but let's remove lawyer. You have a copywriter, social media marketer, social media manager, writer, SEO specialist. You have a consultant, everything in one as your virtual assistant. All the most important thing is this, or the question I'll ask you is this: are you using your assistant very well? Now, I have to show you a light to tell you that the kind of prompt you use can help you, so like now the idea is this. One of the ways when we talk about freedom, in case, like, say for example, you got a job and it's going to take you 10 hours. It means if AI is your researcher, for example, you can use AI. I use Perplexity for research, and it's a very good research platform. You can use that to research the part of your job and make it, instead of you spending 10 hours on that job, you can spend 1 hour after you use Perplexity to research, and all you need to do is just manage efficiently. So there are a lot of prompts that you can use, and these are examples of some of the prompts, and these are examples of some of the platforms. There are a lot of things that you can use. AI is just growing and growing and growing, and what I'm telling you to do is be strategic with using these platforms. For example, this is a framework. I share this framework on my social media. It's like, if you use this framework, you're going to improve your prompting, the way you prompt, the way you ask AI to help you do your task. If you are using the right prompt, you get the right results, and solves a lot of stress for you, and it helps you do the research. Yes, you will still be the one to do the job most times. Sometimes there are people that just use AI to do all the whole job, but at least don't be lazy. You still do some part of the job, but AI is going to make your life easier. So, like, when we're talking about freelancing freedom here, and at least for now, a lot of free AIs are available. So you're getting a free staff for yourself. Now, for example, let's just imagine you are a personal brand person now. Look at this of these prompts. I just got this one and I saved it. Look at this prompt now that can help you as a personal branding person for LinkedIn, for example. Can help you create content calendar, can help you create LinkedIn articles, can help you do a profile audit, can help you with your brand voice, can help you do some growth metrics. This is just for LinkedIn. So imagine that means that you can turn your AI into your personal branding LinkedIn specialist and ask it the right questions and help it, and your own job is to add the human touch to it, though, after it has done all these things. Like, I did a video for my students in our last meeting. We used AI to create a content calendar, which you can see in this content calendar part. So use AI to create a content calendar for a 30 days LinkedIn post. And so that means that what you would have told your social media manager to do, you can do it yourself and turn your AI into your social media person. Now, as a social media person, as a social media manager, you know that, okay, these are things that are coming for your work. That does not still mean it will come for your work, in the sense that there are still things that they would require you to do. For now, AI can still talk to when your customers reply you still need someone to talk to them. So that's where your social media manager is useful. So, but this gives you an idea of the different ways you can use this. Now, for example, you are looking for a job. You want to upgrade your resume. There are prompts you can use to create some ATS friendly resumes. There are prompts you can use. There are prompts you can use to create cover letters, irresistible cover letters. There are prompts you can use. There are prompts you can use for optimizing your LinkedIn profile, like I used for you. Then there's a platform, the Career Flow AI. I think it is the one. There's a platform that you can download and integrate, and will help you analyze your LinkedIn profile. So to help you analyze, yes, it's Career Flow. Yes, that's the name of it. This one at the bottom here. So you can use it, and it will help you analyze your LinkedIn profile. So there's a lot of, for example, this was when ChatGPT was even 3.5. It's 4.0 now. But there are some challenges that comes with freelancing and remote work, inconsistent. And if you know how to, this is why I'm giving you what I'm giving you. If you know how to navigate these challenges, then you can, it was even ChatGPT that answered this question. I wanted it to be my freelancer consultant, but I just wanted it to, because since I was talking about AI, I wanted an AI to talk. As you can see, inconsistent income, finding clients, isolation, setting boundaries, handling finances, expectation, client dependence. See, these are challenges as a freelancer, but you can always use them to help yourself and solve your career. So I'll answer some of your questions, and I will go into the last practical session I want to talk about. So yeah, I ran through everything ASAP. This is slide 78 of 104. I ran through everything ASAP. Let me move into practical right now. I know you have questions. I saw the first questions where I saw some people asking, so how do you search for other people's profile? So I'll start with that. And I also want to show you, and if I have the time to show you, maybe if I don't have the time to show you, just go and watch my videos. I wanted to show you some things okay, but I'll just show you the ones I can show you. Now, if you're applying for jobs on remote job platforms, please learn to use ATS recognized. Let me start with that. If you're applying for jobs on remote job platforms, learn to use ATS recognized resumes, because these platforms they have, or these HRs, they have ways to yeah, ATS resume. So learn to use ATS resume, and so platforms, they have a way to, if your resume is not ATS compliant, they will just reject you. I'm looking for this one, Microsoft. So Microsoft has some free ATS resume templates. I have the link that I share with some people. So these are some of the ATS resume templates. You can download them. They are free. And okay, we have about, how many here? We have 9 of them. Tiny me. Oh, don't do that. So we have 9 of them. We have some resume templates. Okay, don't show all them. So we have some resume templates. You can click on any of them. So you can click on any of them. For example, you can click on any of them and you can customize it in Word Online. You can download it and you can just edit it yourself. So if you're applying for remote jobs, ladies and gentlemen, use ATS compliant resume. I created some resume templates in a free Google Drive that I shared. Maybe I'll add it to the resources I'll share with you after the session. Yeah, you can use ATS recognized resume, please, and please use them, because if you're not compliant, um, if you're not compliant, the ATS tracker will just reject your resume and it does not even get to the HR person. They just use it to disqualify people, and because when you are getting 1,000 applicants, yeah, so that's one of the first things I'm telling you in this practical session. And then another one I want to talk about. So the people that asked about how to search for other freelancers in their niche. So let's say you're a virtual assistant. Let me use virtual assistant or you're an admin support person. But let's just say you're a virtual assistant. If you want to search for other freelancers in your niche, you go to your search here and you click on these jobs, you click on talent, and you click on virtual assistant. So this is it. And you click on virtual assistant and it will show you the people in your niche. It's as simple as that. This is how to search for other people in your niche. So you see some people in Nigeria. If you want to check for Nigeria, you can even put virtual assistant Nigeria there. We'll do that. Let's just first do it. Now, what this does is this, ladies and gentlemen, you can see this VA that's earned 100K. See, virtual assistant, LinkedIn marketing expert, about separating yourself. Virtual assistant, link building, outreach. So you can see these ones, some of them just use your virtual assistant to do, and they got better jobs. Virtual assistant, customer service, e-commerce. So just, see how you can, and you can remember what I wanted to even mention is this. You can click on their profile and learn from their profile. You can learn from their profile very, very much. You can go to their profile, and so no matter your niche, you can go to their profile, see what did they do in their overview? What did they put in their overview? How can I duplicate it myself? I've even taught people how they can use AI to reframe or to rewrite the overview for themselves. There's a video on that on my YouTube too. I've done a lot of videos. You can also go to their project catalog. Some of them don't have plenty when they're making plenty money. And you can learn from project catalog where I'll show you that. So yeah, you can check. You can also check if you want to only see virtual assistant from Nigeria, and just type in virtual assistant Nigeria. If you are in Nigeria or if you're in any other country you want to search for, and type virtual assistant, as you can see, you will see some virtual assistant from Nigeria. So in case if it's black people you want to follow, if it's just black people you want to learn from, no problem. You see Black people that are doing well for themselves. So you can check them out. And yeah, so if it's just Black people you want to learn from, you can check them out, check their account, learn from them, and see what you can do, see their portfolio, see the way they created everything, and use that to improve yours. You can see what they put in their other specialized profile, and see what they put in there. You can see and see how it has helped their life. So that's how to learn from other people's profile. That's the first thing I wanted to mention. So other than that, yeah, let me see. Yeah, okay. Let me just see. I think that's all. Let me just try and see the questions I can answer, and can end this by when did we start? By 8 o'clock. Let me see. I have other things I wanted to say, but I don't want to go there. Let me just find a way to answer your questions. I'll just see questions I can answer. So let me tell you something. I cannot answer everybody's questions now because of time. You can see the way I was rushing. I cannot answer all your questions now because of time. I would answer the ones I can answer. My student will answer the ones they can answer. My team will answer the ones they can answer. We have these charts, like after the meeting, the chart is still possible. I think the way Zoom is doing now, I can still see the chart after the meeting. On YouTube too, I can see the comments after the meeting. So it means that we can always go to answer you after the meeting. So my team will find a way to answer also your question. So I can see some of you on YouTube. I'm currently also on YouTube. My phone is on YouTube. Yep. People are saying it's not clear on YouTube. I don't know why. Do I train as well? Yes, I do train. I have a program that has trained thousands of people. If you're here at the beginning, I talked about it. Okay, so let me answer some of the questions so we can call it a day. It's been a good one. Okay, you want me to run you through LinkedIn job search? Okay, I think I have the time to do that. Yeah. As a scriptwriter, how can I use AI without being flagged? Oh, please don't do that. You'll be flagged if you use AI generated content. Some clients will tell you they want AI generated, others will tell you they don't want. So just stick to what they want because you'll be flagged. Don't. You can use AI to research. Don't use it to write, especially for clients that will tell you that I don't want AI. I've seen people that have lost jobs, contract because of that. So please be careful. Should be the minimum client hire rate. Now, see, when you're vetting client, that's a very good question. When you're vetting clients, you need to be very careful. Minimum per se is just be careful. So if you are doing 40, 50, 40, 50 is fine. Even 30 sometimes is fine. But if I want to do 30, 40, 50, it must be the person must have spent money. Like they've spent a lot of money. So it tells me that, okay, even though I'm trying to wing it, but I'm winging it on someone that is sure. Let me continue let me see. How do you land the client as a beginner on Upwork and Fiverr? I mean, maybe you came late. I already told you the fundamentals. Uh, if you master the fundamentals, you can go back and watch this video. If you master the fundamentals, you are good to go. And if you need some specific videos on searching, on profiles, on proposal writing, they are in depth on my YouTube channel. So please, it's because of the timing of this. As I told you, this is like a 4-hour session if I want to really do it. But at the same time, I know people lose enthusiasm after 2 hours. The clients complain about AI generation. Yes, they do. Yeah, yes, they do. Where do we drop the link of our portfolio website after creating them so people can see them? Yes, it's about traffic. If you have a portfolio website, Chidima, you should put it on your bio so that people can that land on your bio. Because the way social media works, for example, LinkedIn, when you post, people that like, so the way LinkedIn works is even different from the way Twitter works. But LinkedIn, for example, let's even say you're on Twitter, for example, on your bio, you can put your link there. Maybe you comment on people's posts, you're deliberate about engaging people's posts. You see someone that is a top person in your niche and you engage their post, people will click your profile. They want to see. And when they go there, they want to see. So when they go there and they see your link, some of them will click it. So put it in your bio, Instagram bio, Facebook bio, LinkedIn bio, Twitter bio. That's where you put your portfolio website. Yep. Do you get the slides after the class? You get the slides on the recording? Yep. Let me go to YouTube. Can we get a file containing the prompt, please? Let me see. There's a ChatGPT prompt files that I used to send for free. So I think I would send that. Okay, so that means I'm sending ChatGPT from. I'll tell my team to let me record the things I want to send. I'll send ChatGPT prompt. I'll send resume template prompt to you guys. Let me see. As a virtual assistant, I do all jobs online as instructed, knowing fully where the job may be different from yours. Does it still make sense to add them to my portfolio? So she's Cynthia from YouTube. Yes, you can add them to your portfolio, but be careful about what you add to your portfolio. Now, the thing about portfolios is that some portfolios, some jobs you do for clients, you get non-disclosure agreements. It's called NDA. You get NDA, meaning that don't disclose it. So if you have a job that you cannot disclose, but other times too, sometimes you can also just cover the parts that you don't want to show. Like if you just want me to show you that I've done this before, yes, I can show you that I've done it before, really. So when you're talking with a client, when you're speaking with a client, or when you've done a job for a client, and the client don't want you to talk about it in your portfolio, please don't do that. Obey your client's interests. So Francis, a virtual assistant looking to start up. This is good. You never can tell where you'll be by the end of the year. Blossom, thank you. Let me see. Let me check another one on LinkedIn, on YouTube again before I go. Let me see. Cybersecurity skills are high demand. Yes. Oh, Aliyu, you are back. No, you don't need VPN for this. Oh, my assistant already answered you. So yeah, let me go back to Zoom. Let me just answer and show you some things. So how do people who do more than 2, 3 jobs handle them? That's a good question. I talked about freedom here, and I talked about outsourcing. So let's go there. I talked about outsourcing. So and that's the way. So let me tell you something. Let me explain something to you. Let me give you a secret. I hope you pay attention to this. When you see these big testimonials online, when you see people talking about these big testimonials, I used to tell my students then that when they see people talking about big testimonials, they should always ask how. That when you ask how helps you to understand so that you can do it for yourself, right? So that it's good to ask how. So now Faith is asking a question. So the people that have 2, 3 jobs, how do they manage it? So what they do is they outsource it. They get other people, and this is what leveraging by quantity means. When you want to, they get other people to help them to do it. So that's what they do. So when you think that, some people that you think that, oh, this person is doing, like, yes, they are doing so well, but they have engines behind them that are doing these things. I have a student that at a point, he had 50 writers writing for him. 50. You know what it is to have 50 people working with you? It pays them well, though. At a point, they had 50. Like, I even recommended some of my writers to him, and they work with him till today. But so when you see someone like that now that says, oh, I've done 100K, 200K as a freelancer, and he did 10K, there was a particular month he did 10K. Now, if you see someone like that sharing that testimony, you're not asking how did he do it. So to answer your question, Faith, yes, people that do 2, 3 jobs, they have people that do it for them. So that's how they are able to manage it. Yep. I'm learning new skills, AI essential. What kind of job can I get with this skill? So I'm sorry if I'm only seeing the recent message. I apologize. As I'm scrolling up, the Zoom is just bringing me down. So I apologize. So, but I'll try to scroll up again to see messages that are old. Now, I'm learning new skills, AI essential. What kind of job can I do with it? It includes how to generate image and video with AI. So a lot of clients are requiring AI skill sets. So it means that you can infuse AI to what you currently do. So no matter what you currently do, whether you're a marketer, whether you're a VA, whether anything you do, no matter what you do, yes, you can use AI to scale what you do. So learning the AI thing is good because that's where the world is going to as we speak. So you can find a way, they can just make your job easier and better. So that means that you can do without AI, you can do with AI. So you can do skills without AI. So the idea is you know how to use AI, you know how to do it without AI. So it makes you valuable because when you're dealing with some clients will tell you they want AI, other clients will tell you they don't want AI, and you can answer both of them. Do I still accept students? Yes, I do. At the end, after the training, I'll talk about what I do. I have my program that I offer. Yes, I've learned before, but I got to. Okay, this is a very good question. This is a very good question. I've earned before, but got two clients that rated me bad, and my Upwork came to an halt. What do I do to strike the fire again? Winning. Sometimes. So there's something called there are things beyond your control, and there are things you can control, ladies and gentlemen. So for things that you can control, like there are some things you cannot control. Let me just start from that. For example, when a client drop this bad private, so first of all, things you can control, ask yourself, what did you do wrong? For two clients to say something bad about you, what did you do wrong? Now, you might do some things wrong, but you did not know you did it wrong. So I'm not saying you are a bad person, in quotes. I'm saying you should check yourself to know what you did wrong because you can control that so that you don't repeat itself or so that it does not repeat itself. That's number one. Then how the clients reacted. I've seen scenarios where you did not do anything wrong and clients will give you bad reviews because let me give you a story. I had a student, let me give you a story, and this affected her. Let me give you a story to answer you. Let me just run this story ASAP to answer you. So my students, one of my students, the client gave her 2.5 star. And she came to me, she was crying to me. She's doing well today. She came to me, she was crying. This is a real life story. I'm not cooking story for you. I don't want to mention her name because some of you here will know her. Now she came to me, she was crying to me, and she said the client gave her 2.5 star. Ask me why the client gave her 2.5 star. When she went back to the client to explain that, what did I do wrong? Why are you giving me 2.5 star? Tell me what this client said. The client said, I'm sorry. That day I was fighting with my wife. Then that was when I dropped the review. So angrily, that was what that made me drop review. So you drop 2.5 star for someone that has done a hard-end job, it affected her profile. So the first thing she did, she deleted the profile. So she came to sign up for my one-on-one coaching. So she deleted the account. She was like, the account will not work. She deleted the Upwork account and she had made 1K on the account. So when she came to me, the first thing I told her is this: you have a 6-month grace period when you delete an Upwork account to get the account back. So go back and tell them you want your account back. She was like, with the 2.5. I said, no, 2.5 rating is not the end of the world. Then let me show you something. 2.5 rating is not the end of the world. So let me show you. Let me use this to show you something. Let me use this to show you something. Now, remember the story I shared with you at the beginning. Let me go back to the top to show you this guy's story. Remember the story I shared with you at the beginning? This guy here that has made 400K. There was a time his JSS score dropped to 40%, where he too was feeling as if no, his end is the end of the world. And I told him that, see, your low JSS score is not the end of the world. So what happened? We rebuilt it back. And that's the same thing you will have to do. You have to rebuild it back. So how do you strike the fire again? Just start applying that, like you would get. And also this thing is between a window. Sometimes the GSS will come up by itself. So let me explain how it comes up by itself. There's a window for it. So, and they use your 6 months. I don't want to go deep into it because for the sake of time, so I can answer that people's question. They use 6 months, 12 months, 24 months window to generate, your GSS. And they use the best of the three. They've explained the breakdown. There's a place you can see the breakdown. Let me see. I can look for it and share it with you again. I can look for it and share it. There's a place you can see the breakdown. Now, the idea is this. When you work with a client, when you got bad reviews, you can get good reviews that will cover that bad review. And over time, that bad review will leave your review. Like it won't pop up anymore. So yes, just start. Don't make it affect you. It's bad. It has happened. Just focus and restart, and start from there. So that's just what I will tell you, really. Is there a way of getting free premium? Don't wait for free. If you've exhausted free premium, go and look for paid one, please. LinkedIn. There are people that give people free premium. I saw a particular foundation that was giving people free premium, gave ladies 1 year free premium. Maybe you look for organizations like that and apply. But oftentimes, if you are looking for premium, it's going to be paid. It's going to be paid. I'm learning to use a number of tools like Up Support, Microsoft Teams, Slack. What jobs can I go for? Carries. You can go for jobs like VA. You can go for jobs like HubSpot, for example. It's still VA now. It's still support, more like email support, customer support, email support. You can go for jobs like that. Slack. You can also go for VA management. Then, you can add from these skills. You can also add skills like the project management skills, like all these Asana, Jira, to these skill sets to expand your horizon. So yes, you can go for jobs like that. Is it advisable to go for what is selling currently or stick to my skill? It's advisable to do both. What skill do I have now that I can relate to what is selling currently? So just mix both. What would you advise a total beginner to do? your YouTube videos alone or purchase your course? This is a very good question. This is a very good question. I like it. Now, I used to tell people things like YouTube is generic, meaning that when I'm talking on YouTube, I'm talking because I know I'm talking to different audience. So I'm talking generally. So YouTube is generic, free is generic. That's why you see people that will tell you that I've watched a lot of YouTube videos, I'm still not successful. It's fine. Some people will watch YouTube videos alone and they will apply it from their own experience, which is good. Now, my course is more narrowed, so I'll recommend you get my course. Yes, why not? What would I tell you before? My course is more narrowed, so you should get the course. Now, also, I now tell people, this is not you now. I now tell people that over my course, I tell people to go for my one-on-one coaching, which is higher than my course, because that one now makes it more personalized. But the point I'm trying to make for you is this. When you want to go higher, or when you want to make higher money, you have to narrow down. Like, you see people, when you want to make the big bucks, for example, most times you have to work with a coach or a community that would guide you. So you have to just, there will be a time where you know that you have to elevate above free. So that's what I'm saying. That's the idea, really. So you have to elevate above free. It's not just free you do alone. Let me see what question can I answer? Can a customer support representative? Yep, Dennis has answered that question. I focus on two niches. Yes. Dennis also answered, oh, that's a good one. Dennis, I like the way you're answering people here on Zoom. Now, can I focus on two niches on social media platforms or not? Yes, you can. And two complementing niches would be good. Yes, that's good. But if you have two separate niches, you can still offer them. And I'm going to give you an example. I'll show you. Go and search for people, and we'll see some people that offer different niches and they do that. So yeah. Yes, that's very good. Before I finish applying for less than 5 jobs, it has gone to 50 plus. That's location count? No. Your VA? No. The answer to that question is simple. When the job is simple, a lot of people apply for it. So don't just go for the easy jobs. Don't go for the easy jobs. A lot of people will apply. So try to improve yourself, try to improve your niche. When you do that, it helps you. So let me first go to two things I want to show you now. So let me first go to Upwork for those who are talking about, okay, yeah, someone mentioned something about Upwork on who offering the same skill set or different skill sets. So let's look at that, for example. This is a perfect example. So for example, for the person that asks now, look at this person now. This person is a virtual assistant, customer service, commerce on one profile. The person is also a social media marketer, Canva Pro. So can you see social media marketing? Another profile. It means that, and of which you have up to 3 profiles on Upwork. That should answer your question. So yes, you can have your profile and have multiple skill sets on your profile. So, but if you want to put it on one profile, make complementing skills on the same profile. So look at this now. Virtual assistant and customer service most times are complementary. So it's very good. It works well on this profile. And people can be a VA for e-commerce stores, can be a customer service for e-commerce stores. So works well. So social media marketing is also another profile. And you can see for a social media person, you can use Canva Pro. You can be a marketing VA. So this is a perfect way to explain your skill set. That's why you see people making big money. Let's just look for another person's own before we move. So look at this person now, for example. Is a virtual assistant. So look at this virtual assistant, link building person, Wix designer. So look at it. So this general profile explains everything, and she used her top skill set. Then she also has a social media marketing profile where she does social media management, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter. Can you see? And she also does web design. So you does web design, Wix. So yeah, that's the way it works. So that should answer your question. So someone asked me to talk about the search on LinkedIn. Let me do that once more. Now, when you're searching on LinkedIn, it's simple. So you can type in what you want to search for. So let's just say you are a data analyst. So you can search for data analyst jobs on LinkedIn. So you can type in data analyst. It will show you jobs, posts, people, groups. So you can check for groups in data analysis. There's a way you can even get jobs from groups in data analysis, but no time to talk about that. We have 5 more minutes to go. You just go to jobs. Then you can search for jobs in data analysis. So can cancel this job search because maybe basically it's because I searched for that. So you can check for worldwide in data analytics. So this is jobs in data analytics worldwide. Then you go to remote only. This is recorded, so it means that you can go back to watch it again. So I'm just trying to repeat myself. So you go to remote, show the number of jobs. So from 25,000, it becomes 5,000. Then you can tell it that I don't want to show, even though 1 month is fine, I can see some 1 month jobs that can still apply for. But let me even start with the ones that I know that, okay, maybe I can start with even past 24 hours. So you can see that they posted close to 200 jobs in the last 24 hours. You can start with that. So these are recent jobs that you can apply for. But no problem. You can even expand it to a week. So about 1,000 jobs in data analytics posted in the last 1 week. Have your resume on standby. I already showed you how to get ATS standard resume here. Have your resume on standby. There's a way you can even use, oh, I have not taught you people that one. Oh, no time. There's a way you can use, I showed you the way you can use AI to generate your resume. You can use the AI to, there are videos on that on my YouTube, please. If you just go to my YouTube and you see it, that answers your question on that. There's no time. So yeah, so that's that. And with that, you can now start applying, you can check them out and start applying. Just, there's a lot of videos on my YouTube, please just check them out. In case you have some questions, try and look for them. Yes. I still say remote. Yes, they have to tell you remote now. And yeah, sometimes some of them, William, some of them want hybrid. So yes, they will tell you remote. Some of them still want hybrid. As a copywriter, do you advise we use ChatGPT? Well, use it as a supporting tool, like it's your assistant. You know, learn copy as yourself for yourself. Like learn copy, learn the rule of copywriting. I'm also learning copywriting. I'm not a good copywriter. Oh, I'm good. I'm not a badass copywriter yet. But you know, learn copywriting for yourself, read copies and pay attention to copies, pay attention to trigger points, pay attention to things that catch people's emotion when it comes to copywriting. But learn it so that when you are using ChatGPT, thank you, Yinka. When you are using ChatGPT, it is just going to be the idea behind AI, and ladies and gentlemen, we'll use this to round up. The idea behind AI is that AI supports you. AI supports you. So anything you are doing be supported by AI. So that's just the idea behind AI. So yeah, I'm done, but let me just talk about, for those who are asking for my skills, let me just leave it recorded, I don't mind. So yes, I have a course, I have a program. Let me just go back and share. Yes, I have a course, I have a freelance client magnet program for freelancers. I do this every year. I do a free class every year. I've been doing it, is it 3-4 years now? I just do a free class every year, and I know that before the end of this year, a lot of you will come back and say, oh, my life has changed. So it's just beautiful for me. So I do it for free. I don't charge a dime. Yeah, but yes, if you want my time after this, you will have to pay for it. I have a lot of free resources that you can go to. I've been mentioning my YouTube. There's a lot of free resources there. So yes, you can go there and you can get a lot of my free resources on my YouTube. Yeah. But if you want my time, where we have weekly classes every day, every Saturdays. We have community where we are supporting ourselves. So if you want that time, yes, I have a course, and the course goes for 85K in Naira. I wanted to change it to USD, but I've not done that yet. The course goes for, let me just round up with this. The course goes for 85K in Naira. And yeah. So I might just run a promo for people that are in this session. All of you that waited to the end of the session, let me just run a promo for you people. For you for waiting to the end of the session so that you can take advantage of this. Every other people that have left, they will not take advantage. Yeah, let me explain. Let me just use this. So yeah, in conclusion, these are some testimonials. This was 2023 Outlook. These are some of my students, that this is money they made in 1 year. This is some of my students. This is the person that told me that he just got a job in Google now. One of my best students. He's the one that told me when we started this session that he just got a job in Google, and I'm so happy for him. Him is also one of my very, very good students. Oh, I loved him very much. Yeah, then he's not just men. I'm a Minister of Women Affairs. There's Motun, Batoni, Abisoye, there's Abisola, Mitayo. There's Susie, there's Mary, there's Chiaka, there's a lot of them, Mary, she and her husband are making money, there's, so a lot of them have made money. Susie made a lot of money and traveled abroad. They are using the money and they will just make the money and jackpot with their family. I'm happy for them. Yeah, so yeah, there's a lot of testimonials from people. Oh, this is Violet. I saw her here. This was Violet. See, you can see her testimony. I hope maybe she has left. Yeah, and there's Ola. There's a whole lot of them. Yeah, this is Peter. He does this every week. 3K per week. That's what he does every week. Plus or minus. He's one of my first 100K students. John. Very, very good student. Yeah, there's a lot of my students like that. Yep, so this is a lot of my testimonials, student testimonials. Yeah, this is Tim's testimonial. This is one of my first students 4 or 5 years ago when he got his job. This is when we were still happy about 5K jobs. Now it's just normal thing. Yeah. So I just wanted to show you all this, and I'm ending the session. Yeah, learn a skill, update your old skills, pick a platform, and start earning. Now I have it. Oh, let me just do for it for you guys. I have a. But let me just end this meeting. I have a course. Yes, I have a course, and with my course, you can. Oh God. Okay. Yeah. My course. Let me look for it and share it with you. My course, you can. I have a course that covers everything. I did not put it on my slide because I was not ready to talk about it. I'm here to just tell you free. If I want to market, I market with my full chest. Today is not about marketing, but let me just give you a promo for those who are here. You can see that it was not. I'm looking for. I'm going to go and look for the slide. It's what I use for my webinars. Not here. So let me just look for the slides here. Yes, I have the slides here. So let me just go and look for it. So I have a course. You can see. Let me show you so you should know that it's in a different slide. I didn't come to talk about it today. Just because some people are asking for it, let me just use it to answer them. Yep. So let's just do it and we'll call it a day. Yeah, all the resources will be sent to you. All the resources will be sent to you. I hope you use the things you get here to change your life. So yes, I have a course. Yeah, this is my webinar. This is slides for my webinar. So my course looks like. Yeah, I have a course program and it's going for 85K. Yeah, this is some of the content in the course. I said I didn't come here to talk about this. These are some of the content in the course. I'm just going to look for the slide. This is what my course looks like. These are some of the content in the course. It's been improved. This is not what it looks like now. It's been a lot of things that are here in the course that are not here. AI is in the course right now, but it's not here. So yeah, I have a lot of things in the course. Yeah, and these are some of the testimonials in the course, some of the bonuses you get from the course. Yeah. So this is the price of the course. Yes, let me just leave it here. This is the price of the course. Yeah, but for people here, if you can use, let me create a coupon code for you. I'll share the link of the course. Oh, let me just share. I have the link here. Yeah, the link, my freelance client magnet, I'll share the link. I'll also send it to the group. I'll send it to you as a message. But let me look for the link. You can see I was not prepared. Let me look for the link. I'll send it here. But I'll create a coupon code for you. So for the first 10 people who are interested in getting the pro course, you'll get a, let me use my church mind for you. You get a 20K discount. So you pay 65K instead of 85K for the first 10 people. So you just use the coupon code earn more, stress less. So just because you waited to the end of the session, let me just give you that. So for the first 10 people, you get it for 65K. And for the next 10 people, you get it for 75K. After that, you pay my money in full. I like to collect my money in full. But let me send the link to the course in the group. My team member too can help you send it, please. Let me look for my course. I'm looking for it. Imagine. I do not know where my course is. Where is my course? I buy freelance clients magnets. Oh, imagine I didn't have this. Yeah. So I'll send it to you guys. Yeah. So this is it. But I'll create the coupon code. Don't buy now. Unless you want to send it to me privately. Unless you can contact me privately. But don't buy now. So let me create the coupon code for you first so that you can use it. Or just send it. If you talk to me privately, then I can give you, just mention earn more, stress less. So for the first 5 people, I'm not doing 10 again. The first 5 people, you get it for 65K. So because the more you give people time, the more they'll start dragging their legs. For the first 5 people, you get it for 65K instead of 85. For the next 5 people, you get it for 75K. Then after that, you pay my money in full. But yeah, that's just to answer the people that are asking me for if I have a program. But for everybody else, I hope with this few point of mind today, you are able to help yourself this with everything you've learned to change your story. Yeah, if you want my one-on-one session, my one-on-one session is higher than that. I've sent it in the group. So my team members should please send it in the you can post it in the Zoom. Yeah. My one-on-one session is in the coupon code will be, oh, people are asking for one-on-one. Oh, let me tell you what my one-on-one is. My one-on-one starts from 1,500 USD. So I created my one-on-one for skill up for people who want to earn big bucks. Let me just tell you as it is. Yeah, I charge a lot for my one-on-one. It's not a lot. Charge value, because I make a lot of money for them. Yeah, so if you want one-on-one with me, you have to just book a clarity call and let's talk. Let's talk. Yeah. I don't have link to my group. I don't have a group. If you want discount on that, you have to talk to me. So I have a clarity call. You can check my bio on Twitter, for example. Or let me look for them and post them here for you. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, thank you very much for those who are here. Yeah. So for my one-on-one, just book a clarity call. Let me look for it. Let me see if I can look for it. Yeah. Well, my one-on-one, just book a clarity call, and when you book a clarity call, we'll talk. Yeah. So that's for my one-on-one. But for this, just the coupon code is earn more, stress less. That's just it. Just earn more, earn more. I've not created the coupon code now. I'll create it in the next 15 minutes. Earn more, stress less. Just the name of this program. That's the name of the coupon code. Just use this coupon code and you get 20K off. What about the scholarship? I've given how many now? I've given like 25 scholarships. I'm still doing it. I'm doing it one by one. Yeah, I'll still do the scholarship. The 100, I'll meet my 100. It might just take longer than I expected. I have 1,500 people that have applied. No problem. You can continue to pay. You never can tell. 1,500 people have applied. We've given 25 so far, remains 75. So out of 1,005, if we give 100, it means 1,400 people will not get it. I just like to tell people the numbers so you understand. So it's not my fault. It's just a numbers game. Yeah, so the coupon code is earn more, stress less. That's the coupon code. I'll create it now. You see, I'm not ready. That's why I did not even create it. I'll create it now so that you can use the link. If my team member is here, they can post the link to my course. Yeah. If not, I'll have to go and look for it. For everybody else, if you still have questions, you can ask me questions. I see everybody are leaving already. I'll post the recording send to you. So you can use the coupon code to get my course. And yeah, and there's my social media handles. So have a wonderful time, everybody. So you can yeah, you can follow me on social media. Yeah, I'll send them to you too. You can follow me on social media. Yeah, and you get a lot of free stuff there too. Yeah, the application is not over, but the chances of you getting it is low. Application is not over, but the chances of you getting it is low. But you can try your luck. Nobody says you cannot get it. So these are my social media handles. You can follow me there, and I'm done for the day. Thank you very much, everybody. And yeah, my course, I will send everything to you to your email. Send everything for those that registered. Send everything to your email. So you get access to the course. You get the coupon code. But the coupon code is better. You guys, let me know before I send it. Let me create the coupon code now. So it's better for people that heard it first before I send it to everybody. Let me create the coupon code immediately, so that you will be the one to benefit first because you are here when I said it. Because after 5 people, I'm canceling. Well, I'll even tell the coupon code to cancel itself. You just say that the coupon code is not working anymore. And you come to me and there's nothing I can do. Well, I'm not even going to be available over the weekend though. Like, so if you won't be able to reach me, sir. So let me create the coupon code. Yeah. So that for people here, you'll be able to use it. So create coupon. I'm creating it now. Creating coupon on a single product. FCM 2.0. Get 25K off. No, 20K off. Limited quantity, 5 people only. Yes. 5 people only. So coupon code and more stress. I don't know if this thing is case sensitive. And more stress less. If it's case sensitive, just use it like that. Let me see. So I've created a coupon code for you. And more stress less. Yes, I've created it. I just did it now. So that's it. Just the name of the program is the coupon code. So it could be easy for you to remember. So you go to, yeah, and more stress less. Think of the application. Maybe I'll send it to you. I don't know. Like my team members are here. They can help you drop it here. Yeah. Or it's on social media though. You can just type and look at my name and type scholarship. Go to Twitter and type my name and scholarship. Type my name and type FCM scholarship on Twitter. You see the link. But I'll post them on my social media handles. Follow, so I'll repost all of them this night or tomorrow, sha, so that I can see it. Like I didn't prepare for them here, so I should have just have it somewhere and just copy and paste it for you. But sorry about that. Oh yeah. So have a wonderful evening. Have a wonderful 2025. I believe with this few point of mine, I had 4 hours to teach all of you. I wish I had 4 hours, but with the 2 hours I have, I believe I've been able to give you pointers. And if you don't see any pointer, go to my YouTube channel. I mean, most of the things I've talked about, there's a video for them. So you just go there yourself and you will see it. Yeah. So bye bye, everybody. The video is recorded. I'll send the recording to you. I'll edit the recording. Yeah, I've tried. Oh, you're welcome, goodness. You're welcome, Peter. So my DMs are always very, very tight. Don't worry, I'll find a way to answer people, sha. I think I have small time. Yeah, my DMs are always very, very tight. Because my course teaches about customer support. My course just teach you all the fundamentals. And we have some resources to guide you, and we have other people that are in the niche that can support you in the community. So yeah, that's the idea. You're welcome, Williams. Oh, you're welcome, Caris. Is there a group for us? Who is that? Who is us? Precious. Who is us? Is there a group for us? Who is us? I don't understand who is us. Is there a group for who? So let me define who us is so I know if the answer is yes or no. What channel is the fastest to reach me? There was a time I used to be proud that I answer all my emails or all my questions. The channel that is the fastest to reach me is, let me say, my email, sha. It's still at that. I still have 200 people I've not answered in my email. So just, I'm trying my best, man. When you have 2,000 unanswered messages, you try your best. Just, WhatsApp is okay. Sometimes I answer, but, email. I think email, I can answer faster on email. At least email has the best one. Or maybe you should go to Instagram. There are not plenty of people disturbing me on Instagram, so I will see your message on Instagram. Because I've stopped using Instagram as I only do baby boy life on my Instagram. So you can go to Instagram. I think Instagram would make me see your message fast. Because a lot of people don't use Instagram anymore. So you can use Instagram. And since I told you Instagram, if I see a message on Instagram, I will know that you're the one. So yeah, because I get a lot of messages and yeah. I've answered all of you. Man, I need to rest. I need to prepare for something tomorrow. Bye bye, everybody. I hope you learned. Yeah, Instagram is the fastest to reach me. I've answered that. Let me just stop everything. Oh, you're welcome. Let me give you the opportunity to talk. I don't want anybody to disturb my. Yes, I can have unmuted you people. I should have done that since when I was answering questions. Oh, I didn't want anybody to disturb my flow at all. Yeah, you can talk. I didn't want anybody to disturb my flow at all. It was very important because before you know it, people will just start saying nonsense. So don't disturb my flow. Let me see.